Blue Eyes White Dragon is the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. Even people who have never played the card game and who barely know the show are familiar with Kaiba's signature monster. But is it any good in the actual game? If you had asked me this a few months ago, I would have told you no. Blue Eyes is a noob trap, a deck for duelists who care more about nostalgia than playing competitively. But then Konami released a new wave of legacy support into Master Duel, a series of cards that propelled Blue Eyes from third-rate jank to one of the strongest decks in the game. I'm Hardleg Joe, if any you didn't know, and each month I climb the Master Duel ladder with a different deck, as chosen by my patrons. In the years since I've started this show, I've climbed with broken meta decks, absolute garbage, and everything in between. This month, I get to play with Blue Eyes, at the very height of their power, and see if I can take these legendary dragons all the way to Master Rank 1. Will the new support be enough to topple the likes of Snake-Eye, Fiendsmith, and Tenpai? Or have these old normal monsters been left behind by the sands of time? There's only one way to find out, so grab a snack and lean back, cause it's ladder climb time.
Mr. Kaiba has arrived.
And welcome back once more to Ladder Climb. As the intro said, we are playing Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I mean, what can I say about it? It's fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh deck of all time. Even people who don't play this game know what this thing is about, and since this show started, I've been getting requests for it, so I'm happy I can finally give Blue Eyes their due. And at the time of recording, Blue Eyes is not the best deck in the format, but it's probably in the top 5, probably top 6, you know, it's doing pretty well. But that might change up later this month. There's rumors that Primite is coming out in Master Duel. And in the TCG, in the paper game, Primite Blue Eyes is probably like the 3rd or 4th best deck. You know, it's right under Bystial and Malice. And without those two in the format, Blue Eyes might be a tier 0 meta. Who knows? It's hard to say, hard to leg. We'll be finding out together. For now though, they're just decent, they're just good. And so I want to play a pretty standard version of it. You know, I'm not doing anything silly like Invoke Blue Eyes, although I do have one fun of that I've included, which is Dragon Master Magia, the boss monster of boss monsters. Takes Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or 3 Blue Eyes, and a Chaos or Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster. Just a powerhouse, 5,000 attack, 3 negates every turn. Really difficult to make, but you can do it in this deck as long as you include Chaos Max Dragon and a copy of Ultimate Dragon in the extra deck. Oh, and I guess you also have to play Neo Kaiser Seahorse. This is kind of critical for getting the combo, but this is like a pretty decent card that even players who aren't playing Magia play this too. So we're gonna start with this build. If it ends up not working too well, we can take out that engine, maybe throw some more Bystials in, get a little anti-meta on there, but otherwise we're doing pretty standard. And if you don't know how Blue Eyes works, don't worry, I will go into the solo mode, show you a whole combo, explain how most of the pieces here work. If you already know that, you can go ahead and skip ahead. There's time codes down below, although before you do, maybe like the video, maybe subscribe. You know, you're already this far. I think you're going to enjoy everything that comes afterwards, and I would certainly appreciate it. So consider doing all that stuff. Otherwise, let's hop into solo mode and give you Blue Eyes 101. Alright, so to show off what this deck is capable of, I'm going to show you the best of all possible worlds 2-card combo. You don't need a 2-card combo to make a really competent end board. We could still do a whole lot with 1 card, but by starting with Kaiser Seahorse and Sage with Eyes of Blue, or any way to get into it, we can go all the way with Magia and everything else that we want to do. So that's what we're going to be showing off right now. And we'll start by leading with Wishes with Eyes of Blue. This is discard a card, add 1 level 1 light tuner, and a spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes. So we need to get the Ultimate Fusion for later, and if you didn't already have Sage of Eyes with Eyes of Blue, you would add it here. We already have them, so we're getting Effect Veiler instead. And that's why you play Valor in this. You've got a lot of stuff that lets you get level 1 light tuners. Might as well. For example, Sage with Eyes of Blue searches a level 1 light tuner. So again, get Maiden. If you already open with Maiden, get yourself a second effect Valor. Why not? We're gonna go with Maiden. Maiden can be discarded to place the True Light from your deck or graveyard in the spell trap zone. The True Light is similar to Eternal Soul of Dark Magician fame. Once per turn, you can either special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand or graveyard, or set a spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes. So obviously we don't have a Blue Eyes yet, so we're gonna do the latter, set ourselves a trap. And we're gonna get Roar with the blue, what was that? Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons? These names, man. And all this does is summon a Blue Eyes from your deck. So hey, free Blue Eyes. We'll get the old art one. People seem to like that one. I prefer the tablet Blue Eyes myself. So Maiden in the graveyard says if Blue Eyes is summoned, she summons herself out of the graveyard. Bada bingo. And Kaiser says if you control Blue Eyes, you can special summon this from your hand. So we're gonna do that. Now Blue Eyes, or Kaiser, is a level 4 tuner. It can also change its level, so it opens up a lot of synchro plays. But we're just going to immediately use it to make Spirit with Eyes of Blue. This is a Link 1 monster that can be made with a level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster. So you can actually use any of these tuners to make it, but we're going to use Neo Kaiser because he's a dragon. Now, while this is on the field, you're locked into dragons, but we won't be on the field for very long. We'll summon this, and that triggers both of these. When this is summoned, you can add Mausoleum of White from your deck to your hand. And when this is sent to the graveyard, you can send a Blue Eyes monster or a card that mentions Blue Eyes from your deck to the graveyard. So we're going to use Kaiser Seahorse. And if you want to, you could send Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. That's pretty good. But in the Magia build, that's where we send Chaos Max. Then Spirit Dragon is going to add the Mausoleum. We'll go ahead and activate the Mausoleum. And then the Mausoleum can target a monster and then send a Blue Eyes from your deck to the graveyard, and it boosts that much attack. And then the Link can tribute itself to summon a Blue Eyes from the graveyard. Bada bing, there's our second Blue Eyes. That's why we play 2. Now, before we do anything, we want to use Wishes with Eyes of Blue's graveyard effect. Banish this, target a Blue Eyes, and equip a fusion from the extra deck to it. Now, you can equip Neo Ultimate Dragon, and this has a graveyard effect where if they target a Blue Eyes, you can negate it. That's very good. But we're going to attach Ultimate Dragon instead. And it's also worth noting, if you do that, you can now summon Tyrant Dragon. This can be fusion summoned by tributing a Blue Eyes that's equipped with a fusion monster. So, neat. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using Synchro. These are both level 1 tuners. And we're going to make the same Synchro twice. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then we're going to make Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. So this by itself is our normal end board, and this is more powerful than it seems. You'll see once we move over to our opponent's turn. But in addition, we search that ultimate fusion. This can fuse by returning monsters in the graveyard back to the deck. I think it has to specifically make a Blue Eyes or a card that mentions it. So we can get Dragon Master Magia by shuffling the ultimate dragon that we attached and the Chaos Max that we sent. That's why we need to play both of those. Look at that glorious summon animation. 3 heads, each one gets a negate. You get to negate a monster, a spell, and a trap every turn. Now, if you don't have the Kaiser Seahorse, instead of searching that fusion, we usually search this card. This is the other target. We just happen to draw it. Majesty of the White Dragons, which is reveal up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, monster zone, or graveyard. Destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. So basically, we play 2 Blue Eyes. We'll be able to reveal both of them and non-targeting pop 2 cards our opponent controls. If nothing else, even if we don't get the Magia combo, we're usually ending on 2 of these, plus this. We've got this for follow-up, and oftentimes we can get our way into an Effect Veiler as well. Now, these 2 have 2 effects. 1, if your opponent activates a card in the graveyard, you can negate that activation. These are not once per turn, so if you want to, you can use both of those before using these other effects, which are tribute them, summon a Light Dragon Synchro from the extra deck, and then it's destroyed during the end phase. If you want to, you can summon Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. When this is summoned, you target a special summoned monster, return it to the hand. Most of the time, though, we're going for this beast. Ultimate Spirit Dragon. What was it? When your opponent activates any card or effect, quick effect, negate the activation, this gains 1,000 attack. We're going to tribute off the other Spirit Dragon, and we're going to use it to summon Crimson Dragon. Centur-Ion players should know this. This can target another synchro and then cheat a synchro out of the same level, essentially. So we're going to get Siffer Divine Dragon. You can also get Cosmic Blazar if you want. This is a little better because if you remember, the Spirit Dragon says during the end phase, destroy the cards you summoned. So you would lose this. But Siffer Dragon, in addition to being a negate, says the first time each card you control would be destroyed, it is not. So during the end phase, both of these just stick around. So unless they can clear their way through an Omni Negate, and a Monster Negate, with the 2 pops, they're just kind of dead. They're like very dead, especially if True Light survives, because then we can summon back Blue Eyes. And this is any card if it would be destroyed, so it protects your True Light from being destroyed as well. And then you just kind of go in, we got 4,000. Bada bing. Are you trying to activate a fucking effect? Are you serious? Get out of here. You are negated, good sir. Bam. And then very easily just like attack with 5,000. And then Blue Eyes, White Lightning, attack! Special animation, if you can finish with the Blue Eyes. And that's what the White Lightning counter up there is. We are going to keep track of every time we can win with the White Lightning attack. So that's generally what we're doing, and everything else in the deck, I think, is just hand traps. It's just hand traps, and even later on when we go to the more meta build, it's just replacing those with like Bystial cards. I have no idea what the Primites do. We might do another like combo video once we get to that. But for now, that's the plan. So let's take it on the ladder and see what it does. Standard. Season 40 has begun. Will we win the coin toss? I'm pretty sure this deck can go second, alright, but not until like a huge established board. The big thing is we just gotta hope we get a shit ton of hand traps. We do play a shit ton of hand traps. And there you go. We don't have a starter though, so we want to wait for them to do something and then maxi. Yeah, I'll just ash that. That seems like a good plan. Okay, so first duel against pendulums. That could be like literally anything. Draw 2, alright. Hello there. Add a Supreme King Gate. I'm going to allow that. Place another Supreme King Gate. Go for it. Get the donut. Delicious. Okay, this does start a chain, so if they summon it, I'll know. They have completed the scales. I'll send off Maxi.
Hi.
Ah! No, I've been owned. Maybe I should have done it earlier. Maybe they drew that off of the triple tack. What are we in perm then? Okay, people are saying we wait for Electromite. Of course it's Electromite! Okay, yeah. We in perm this. And then we hope that we draw one of our starters. We got a lot of them. Maiden is a starter. Sage with Eyes of Blue is a starter. Wishes with Eyes of Blue is a starter. I think even Kaiser is kind of a starter. Of course, now they have that, and they do have the thing where they could summon Zark and just blow everything up. Spright Elf. They can bring back the Electromite. They did not, though. I wonder why. Oh, come on! Brick Eyes! It just summons a Blue Eyes from the deck. I mean, might as well. It's in defense position, isn't it? Yeah. And I don't have a level 11 that I can make. Yup. That's how it be sometimes. I think we're dead, chat. Savage. I forgot, this is still legal. It's Zark. Well, you know what? I may die, but at least I died with the blue eyes in my hand. Okay, that one doesn't count. I had a blindfold on. My hands were tied behind my back. Okay, we're on the third duel. I finally get to go first. Will we be able to win a game if we go first? Only time will tell. Alright, this is like full combo and then some. I think we actually start with wishes because we don't care if this resolves necessarily. Because we happen to open with this. So even if they ash here, I think we're still pretty good. It's an ash magnet! Ah! Okay, let's activate Maiden of White. We'll put this out. We will activate this. We can set a spell trap. We'll get the Roar, whatever it's called. Unless they have Ghost Ogre. Yeah, we need Roar, otherwise there's no way. Okay, we don't have it. At least we don't have full combo. We do have good combo. Let's get the good blue eyes. Let's get the one that's got that cool animation. You don't look like you got a big wonky head. We get the Maiden. Bada boom. We can special summon. Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. Yeah, we almost have it, but I think we want to go for the negate instead of the setting up for a Magia that we can't make until turn 3. We'll just attach this. Then we Synchro Shoken. Okay, it took a second. It was really thinking about that. Because I can go into Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Sending the Kaiser off lets us get a Jet Dragon in the graveyard. And then we can Mausoleum. Activate the Mausoleum. Put the other, dump the other blue eyes into the grave so we have it. And then might as well summon it. Nibiru doesn't exist. Fuck, Nibiru might exist. Probably one of the trap instead of Roar. If I didn't activate Roar, I wouldn't have gotten a blue eyes onto the field. Oh, this thing is negated. Okay, so that was dumb. Senjin. Just seeing this engine everywhere. Yeah, it's just a free summon engine. Alright. Grabbing the Engraver because they started with the Lurry, right? Yeah. Lurry activates. And then we do this. We can just stop that. No Lurry for you. And if you're wondering why I'm not tagging out yet, it's because I'm waiting for the Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. Does Requiem summon from hand? Hand or deck. Okay, yes it does. I was gonna say, adding that other one may have stopped them, but no, they just get it from their hand. They equip. Send one monster. How about fuck you? Did you consider that? No one remembers the ultimate, and now you don't got a light fiend on the field either. There's the Doom Dragon. Okay, but now I tag out. Adios. Fucking, you fucking what? Haveness? So what do they fucking haveness? Oh, come on. Why is Destrudo legal in this fucking game? I was like, okay, I just get the Black Rose and I pop it back. If I leave the 2 8s, they can make the dragon. If I leave that, I just can't do anything. I think I need to bounce it back. We bounce this back so they can't make zombie vampire. But then they can still make potentially AFD and go into something. And they haven't even normal summoned yet. Every single 1-card engine in a single deck. Get close. I can do this now. Wait, 2 hours. I'm going back to the defense. You'll win. Why did they shuffle that back? Because they had Barone. Because Barone is still legal in this game. This might be a bad deck. Maybe. Compared to the rest of the meta. Just in time. Yep. I can't beat... What was this? Tearlament, Fiendsmith, Millennium? It's not been a good day so far. I don't think since the Galaxy Eyes I've ever wanted to just, like, stop playing more than today. And it sucks, because I do like this deck. It almost feels like playing like an Edison deck. Maxi. It feels like playing an Edison deck against, like, hat format. Like, I'm just, like, a whole tier below, which is weird. Because I know this deck can get into Master. I've seen it before. Oh, I already have one. So yeah, we just grab a Effect Veiler. We activate Maiden. We get this. Let's go ahead and Wishes. We'll send off Blue Eyes. Let's grab, I guess, the Trap and a second Veiler. Yeah, just get 2 Veilers. Fuck it. We've got a Veiler, we've got a Pop. And let's go ahead and set the Fusion as well. And a Maxi of our own. This is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become! Just passing and activating Maxi on each other. Alright, Krungo, what do you have to say about this? Now you play under Maxi. It's fucking birds, isn't it? I mean, yeah, we gotta Veiler that, right? That'll stop them from getting it, and they won't be able to use the effect when they attack. At least it's not birds. I guess not. Take that. Looks like stun. Feather Duster. Well, I guess I gotta use this. It just sucks. They normal summon that. I'm like, I could negate that now, but it would be too late to use the True Light. And anything I get off True Light just goes to the graveyard. It's a pity that Maiden doesn't let me get True Light. Oh, it does let me get it from the graveyard. Hold up. And they didn't set anything. Of course, they get to get something out of the deck, but at this point, there's not much they can get. Tyrant Dragon can reset Majesty. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Plus, most likely their deck is full of traps, and making something that's immune to traps will really help. We just gotta hope they don't take Tyrant Dragon out of our extra deck. No, they took the Magia because they don't know. We're just gonna use Wishes. We're going to equip this, and then we're gonna Fusion summon Tyrant Dragon. I'm a tyrant, Roral. And then because we battled, we can reset the Majesty. Alright, we're not lost yet, but you never know with stun. But they surrender. Alright, we finally got 1 win. Oh, it's been a long day, and we barely started. But at least we got 1 win. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a blue guy and all his eyes are blue. All day and all night, inside and outside, blew himself with a blue little window. And he's got blue things, and everything is blue for him and himself and his wishes. And with the dragon, he ain't got nobody to listen to. I'm blue. There's no way to chain that out either. Like, Maiden doesn't search. We can't use the effect though. Well, let's just get True Light. And then we can use this one. 60 card deck, by the way. Let's grab the shiny Blue Eyes. Maybe that'll bring us more luck. And then Maiden comes back. She's all like, oh. Don't forget to do this. Get our targeting protection on. Ah. And then we go for this. Oh, okay. I didn't think the board was that scary, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Is this the start of a win streak? I don't have enough hope for that. All we can beat is stun! Oh, we're going second again. I got a bad feeling about this, chat. What can I say? There was something in the air that night. The stars were right, Alvaro. You were summoning for you and me, the mirror match, Alvaro. Yeah, we ash this and hope they don't got the wishes. Do we max C2? Sure. Go ahead, make the link. I feel bad about it too. Yep. I've been there, buddy. Ash Blossom. And we hope that what they have set isn't cross-out designator. Doesn't look like it. If they had Ash, they would have used it here. This could be called by, but we do have the cross-out for that. So we activate Das Maiden. The light is true. It shines for you, Alvaro. Let's go ahead and get a Blue Eyes from the deck. Tablet style. And she comes back. We do this. Wishes. Put this thing on there. Then we go ahead and make Spirit. Yeah, I think Spirit's probably the safest bet. I saved the Mausoleum of White, and now I'm not sure why. Get the dang old Majesty. We play the control game. And the Sage is like,
Wait, great Blue Eyes, I pray to you.
He says,
Vaya con Dios.
For a second, I was like, if they hit me with Honest, I'm going to be a little salty. I'm going to be a salty Splatoon. All right. We got some control. Ah! Okay, I guess we do this. I think we tag this out because the big Spirit Dragon floats, right? Tribute this. Cross out Imperm, what good would that do? Spirit can negate True Light in the grave. I didn't think about that. Oh, and somehow I forgot to chain this. Yep, and then this activates. Yeah, I didn't know that I could negate my own stuff in the graveyard. Alright, now they get their synchro on. Good thing I didn't go for the Sage when I had the chance. Go ahead, attack the Maiden. Fool! You know not your own... Oh, can I not use... I guess I don't know the cards. Use each effect of Maiden... Wait, no. How come I couldn't use... Oh, it has to be from the graveyard. I keep forgetting that. It's not as good as the other Maiden. It doesn't summon from the deck. Druis Worm, that's pretty nice. Alright, they're targeting, they're tagging out. And Fuelos while we're at it. Okay. Just making Spirit. Okay. So you block the damage, but then you just die? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Oh, this isn't a fucking quick effect if they don't have a monster. I was like, I'll just banish whatever their target is. Okay, so they've got a Dragon Spirit of White, but it doesn't have enough attack. And it can't tag out if it wasn't Synchro summoned. See if we can draw another monster we can link off. It's not what I meant! Why don't I play Blue Eyes Twin Dragon? Blue Eyes plus a Dragon monster. And this is fuse using monsters from your hand or field. Okay, so I can activate the Druis Worm. We'll get their Blue Eyes out of the graveyard. Summon. Then we will activate Roar of the Blue Eyes. The negate is still on. Fuck me. Yeah, I was hoping I could send both of these off. Okay, we'll do this. Yeah, I was thinking about tribute summoning, but I think it was better to have some kind of removal. We'll activate this, that way we have a card. No, I don't want to get rid of. If I get wishes, this will be good. The FTK. Hit him with the 0 attack tickle. Okay, end phase. We will use this. Tribute itself. Return my field spell. This activates. Get Kaiser.
Hello.
Just in time. Yeah, let's do it. Activate, normal summon this. Activate the effect. I will increase my level by 1. And then I will make Vermilion Dragon Mech. Rawr. And that'll also send the Jet Dragon from the deck to the graveyard. Then we can use Vermilion, banish an Ash Blossom, blow up your card. I was like, as long as it's not called by on the Jet, I'll be fine. Son of a bitch. Alright, go to battle. War of Nutrition, but they have so many starters they haven't used yet. I'm getting so lucky. 27, any more? No, don't tell me. It can't be true. I was like, man, I should have pitched this Mausoleum of White. That would have saved me everything. Activate Mausoleum of White. Activate the effect. Target Vermilion. Send the blue eyes from my hand. Vermilion per game! Vermilion per game! Having it there saved me. It was a special surprise tool for later. Alright, chat. Somehow we've dug ourselves out of this hole. We're about to rank up, and that means it's time for the cool guy shades. It's been a while since we brought these out, but I mean, they really complete the look. I'm not quite Kaiba, but I mean, I could be a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Come on. You know, the old thing used to be that this was brick eyes. They would brick so badly. Now all you gotta do is play 2 blue eyes. You only need 2 in your 40 card deck. Maybe you could play a Jet Dragon if you're playing spicy. 3 cards that can brick you out of 40. I've drawn all of them. I've drawn every one of my bricks, and we're up against Tearlament. Oh. Every time I think I can start to enjoy this game, they're like, nope, this ain't even gonna be close. They're already a kick close. There's like nothing I can do, right? There's nothing, and now they're activating traps. Come on. I just want to play Blue Eyes mirror matches.
2 hours later.
Let's see, Wale's still going, chat. Hardleg Tumbler. You can still pick yours up at the store. Link down below if you want to support the channel. Oh, also, I guess while I'm here, I've talked about this before. Occasionally, even though I don't watch Family Guy, the Family Guy cutaway gags are assigned to my dreams. And I had one of them last night. I wrote it down when I woke up. Unlike last time, I don't remember the context of what this was in. Last time I was like in another dream, and then Brian just walked over and was like, this is worse than the time this happened.
Among Us.
And I was like, the fuck? But this time I was like in Family Guy, or I think I was walking down the street or whatever, and Brian and Peter were just kind of like standing over on the side of the road working on something. And he's like, gee, Brian, this is worse than the time I hired a hitman to assassinate Lois. And then it cut away to Lois, like, sitting in bed, just, like, reading a book. And, like, nothing happened for, like, 30, 40 seconds. It was just her sitting there. And then it cuts back. He's like, I walked away with all my money. The only thing he killed was my trust in the dark web. And Brian was like, you had to have Lois killed? And then I woke up. It sure sounds like a joke they do, yeah. Like, that's the thing, it wasn't like that. The South Park ones are just like literally random. They're like, this is worse than the time Paul McCartney played the banjo for me. Oh, thank you. Maxi on top? No, that's fine. I didn't want to play. I mean, I was lost anyway, but insult to injury. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a good hand trap, yeah. Not in Master Duel though, because it doesn't stop at Maxi. You've had burger, chat, but have you had burger-er? It's even more burger. Okay, there we go. This is the mirror match I wanted to play. Wishes. Yep. Yep. Ah, Invocation. Ash Blossom. Called by. Okay. At least I know they can't Ash Blossom me now. Bingo machine, go! Go ahead, summon your spirit dragon. How is Blue Eyes supposed to fight against Blue Eyes without Max C, chat? Blue Eyes is too powerful. How is Blue Eyes supposed to survive? Alright, we got one draw. Just what I needed! Alright, that is just what I needed. Okay, let's go Sage. Activate Sage. I mean, that lets them know I already had it. Yeah, let's do this first. In case that trap is the trap that does the thing. I'd rather have them use it on, like, Mausoleum and this than on the True Light in Perm. Okay. Activate the Maiden. Equal. Activate this. Don't tell me they have Ghost Ogre. Okay. Yeah, we 100% go for Wishes. Activate Wishes. We're going to discard the Blue Eyes. Go ahead, Ash it. Nah. Sure. Then we're going to use the Sage. Target the Spirit. Ah, wrong target. I summoned from the deck, I believe. And they can negate summons with this. So I have to go to attack first and run over this. Yeah, just in case, we might as well. Gives a little bit more attack boost. And then we set. Special summon a Blue Eyes. Okay. Oh, they don't have a wait, they do. They didn't activate. Oh, they can't because this stops them from summoning anything but dragons. We do this. Alright, there's their Veiler gone. Roar of the Blue Eyes. And a Sage. Okay. Oh, I should have Veilered that. Yeah, that gets them another Maiden and then they can get this back. Yeah, we'll negate that. Oh, they're using it now. I think we win from this position, chat. We activate Majesty. We reveal the 1. We destroy the 1. Everything blows up. Activate Spirit Dragon. Tribute. Because we know the only thing they have left in hand is Maiden. So we just negate the Maiden. Hey, there we go. I really like these mirror matches. Maybe it's just because I've won all of them so far, but I mean, they're pretty neat. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of I know what you can do and you know what I can do, and if we do the things, I mean, granted I had Max C, so you know that takes the. I was like, oh, I played really well. I was like, what was my first move? Oh yeah, they passed because of Max C. Yeah, parts of it were still all right. Third time today, knocking at Plat 4. Plat 4, Diamond 4. At least we won the coin toss this time, and surely we won't brick on hand traps. Surely, chat. Okay, well we almost bricked on not hand traps, but these. It really sucks. I thought the Magia, I was like, oh, it only has 1 brick, but that is making so much of a difference. Okay, activate this. Get ourselves the True Light. Activate the True Light. It loses to Ash, but like almost everything we do loses to Ash. You just gotta hope they don't have Ash, chat. Plus, we could put this in the graveyard for later. Oh! We're getting it! Hold up, can we do the Magia line? Magia, Magia, Magia. Let's go into this. Let's go ahead and get Effect Veiler. That way we can veil their effects if we need to. And we go into Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Get ourselves a Mausoleum. Yes, add it to your hand. Activate. We're going to use this effect. Target this. Send a Blue Eyes from the deck. Yeah. Then we tribute this. Summon a dang old Blue Eyes from the graveyard. That'll get us our Maiden back. And we gotta make sure we use Wishes. And we attach Ultimate. The Ultimate Dragon. Then we make Spirit in defense mode, just in case they got a Lightning Storm. Although if they got that, they just blow this up. Oh wait, we can negate it in the graveyard. Okay. And then Ultimate Fusion by using the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. I can summon the ultimate creature. Dragon Master Magia. Dun 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 dun. End phase. And then I guess I could just discard Maxi, you know, why not? This is the game we live in now. You! Oh, you! Okay, we're negating the hell out of that, right? Negate the activation and destroy that card? Yes. Happy memory. Okay, we do this. We've already got graveyard stuff. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, boy. And we tag this out. All the chain links. All the chain links. Yeah, we're just getting Ultimate Spirit. Every summon animation. So they discard, they get a puppy, Maxi resolves, they target a card, it can't be destroyed, but it is... Oh. Never mind. Yeah, fuck you, right? Dragon Master Magia has many negates. Delicious Memory? Sure, I'll negate that as well. One last card, chat. What is it? Oh, you! What are they doing? Taking doesn't really do a whole lot. They could beat over something and maybe make Typhon if they have it. But I can run over Typhon with, like, Blue Eyes pretty easily. They're just drawing 2 cards. Alright, they've got 2 more cards. You... Yeah, I guess we just fail her. Ah, okay! Finally! Oh, you missed the duel on the cutting room floor where that deck completely dumpstered me. Very cathartic to finally beat them, especially as it ranks us up into Diamond 4. It took us all day, it was not great, but at least we got to summon the Magia and destroy puppies with it. And I mean, what else would Kaiba want, you know? That seems like something he would absolutely do.
So you've got a dweeb army. Am I supposed to be scared to attack?
Well, only if destroying an innocent soul concerns you.
Nah. As the president of a major corporation, I have to do that every day.
And welcome back, gamers. We're here on stream number 2, ready to play more Blue Eyes. We've even got Critter with Eyes of Blue. Yes, I know you can't see through the googly eyes, but, you know, it's for a bit. We'll talk about this later. Your contract's almost up for renewal. But anyway, it's been 1 day since the previous stream, and while that's not a lot of time, I have been hard at work. I broke out the second version of the deck, which is Bystial Blue Eyes, and I'm not sure if I just got lucky or if this deck is just like head and shoulders better than the other one, but I played several duels in the intervening day, and I was able to not only get our win-loss ratio into the positive, but I am 1 win away from ranking up into Diamond 3. I didn't want to do it off camera, but I'm hoping that using this, we can get our way up there. As for how this version plays, it can no longer go into Dragon Master Magia, so we lose the ability to do the full combo, but instead it allows us to to play this deck more low to the ground, more as the kind of control mid-range deck that it works best as a lot of people are saying is like, what you can do is set up 2 or 3 disruptions on the first turn. That's not enough to completely stop your opponent, but between that and how much defense you can put up, it's enough to stop the OTK, and then on turn 3 you just recur so many resources that over the next couple turns you can completely wipe your opponent out. And oftentimes once you get into the higher ranks, people will realize they've been bested and they just surrender before that. And we accomplished that by essentially just adding in 4 more hand traps. The Bystials are really good in Fiendsmith format, being able to take stuff out of their graveyard. We've got 1 Magnamut, 3 Druis Worm, and we've got 3 Bystial Lubellion, which if you don't know, I believe you can discard this in order to search any Bystial, and then if you summon this, you can use it to search Branded Regained, and this is really good for kind of continuing that advantage engine. Every time a card is banished, you can shuffle it back into the deck and draw a card, and not only does that give you some more recycling in case they try to get rid of your blue eyes or whatever, but it basically just means we're getting another draw during our opponent's turn, during our turn, and because our engine is so small and we can fit so many hand traps, we can hopefully draw into more stuff to disrupt our opponent. We've also got a Baronne de Fleur in the extra deck now, and an SP, which should hopefully help us in a couple more niche situations. So we're gonna take this version, run it back on the ladder, and hopefully get into Master tonight before the Primite stuff comes out. Because I'm pretty sure it's coming out, I think they said like in a week? So next week we should have that. But I really want to try to rush up before that because I don't want to play a whole bunch of mirror matches. We did not open a starter, but that's fine. Who needs starters? When you open this good, baby, you don't need anything. And again, you know, this might seem like a brick. We've got Maxi.
Hello.
Fualos. Oh, okay, sure. Called by... and Maxi. Oh, okay. Sure. Who knew that Maxi's effect was make your opponent discard 3 cards from their hand? They really think I'm doing some stuff that I'm not. Visa Starfrost. Okay. Ah, Mannadium. Yeah, I guess they think I'm Labrynth. Yeah, we're gonna Effect Veiler here. Can't let them get into the field spell. Sure. Add a Mannadium. Okay. And we just called by that, right? Because that stops them from getting, like, double extension. They can't bring it back, and they don't get a copy. And in... oh, yeah, I should have been permed. Fuck. While you control a Synchro monster. How can they control a Synchro monster? The answer is they can't. True Light. Surprise! Let me just grab, yep, there you go. And there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. You don't necessarily need to go full combo because you have so many 1-card starters. If you could stop your opponent there... weird sounds coming from my house. If you stop your opponent there, then you could just search Wishes with Eyes of Blue. Whatever you get, you just discard, and then it's like full combo from there. Easy peasy. Oh, and with that, we also rank up into Diamond 3. Yay us. Did I lose or win the coin toss? Yeah, we just Ash, or Imperm this. That stops the search, and it stops them from doing the other thing. And unless they have exactly cross out. What can I say? They're just a better gamer than me, chat. Yeah, let's just do this. No searchy search for you. Of course, they can still do stuff. Go Poplar into Link Karibo, bring back the Poplar. Ash into send the Poplar, get Oak summon back Ash, activate the Oak to summon Flamberge. Oh, sure. Let's Ash this too. You're not allowed to do anything! Stop playing. Now. Now we just gotta hope their hand was all gash and they can't stop the Sage with Eyes of Blue. This is a good thing to bait out some stuff. Fuck you! go, buddy. Okay, we'll spade out the Ash, potentially. Let's grab the Magnamut, because we already have the Druis Worm, and they're hard onces. Let's normal summon the Sage. Activate the Sage. Get the Maiden. Yeah, we got this. We just gotta play low to the ground. That's what the dragons do. True Light. Yeah, let's get this. So let's get this, and let's get a Veiler, right? And then we give them exactly one draw, and that sets up everything. So we go into the Spirit. They get their one draw. We get Mausoleum. Activate the Mausoleum. And then we'll send the Blue Eyes to the graveyard. That'll turn on the trap. And then we can use this to run over the Link Karibo. So we'll have one pop, Effect Veiler, Magnamut. And if they can't clear us with the 3 cards they have, or I guess 4, then we just win on the next turn. Yep, so they just use that. Continue the attack? Yeah. Fuck you. My dragon attacks anyway! Yep, we'll just end. If they had called by, they should have hit Maiden. Maybe they assumed we had other stuff. Alright, 3 cards, maybe 4, depending on if this is like a bluff or actually something. How many pops is Majesty? Just 1. I've got 1 non-targeting pop, I've got the Effect Veiler, I've got the Magnamut. And I can bring back Blue Eyes and Maiden to... what in the world? Yeah, I think we just want to set a spell trap. Oh, it's just gonna get blown up. What am I... Yep, that was just a waste. I was like, okay, it won't get destroyed by True Light, and I forgot Heavy Storm blows up all the spell traps. Yeah, that's what would have happened. I should have summoned the Blue Eyes. Because then we could have done this Chain Link 1, Maiden Chain Link 2, Fire King of Varta. Okay. Elephant Beats. In your hand or face up field. Yeah, let's wait till the end phase. Let's try it. Hopefully they don't have like a really good one in hand. Nope. Magnamut. Pizza Hut. Dragon Delivery. Okay, it's fine. Alrighty, so as excited as I was about the Bystial Blue Eyes deck, it has not been performing to my expectations. We haven't done terrible, we haven't D-ranked, but we haven't ranked up either. We've just been kind of hovering at Diamond 3. People in the chat have been suggesting a whole bunch of different options. A lot of them are dumb, but one kind of caught my eye. I don't think this will work, but supposedly this deck list got all the way up into Master 1 already. They speedran it, mostly by just like playing a whole bunch of Solemn Judgments, playing even more starters with Piri Resi Map, playing a couple Nibiru, a couple Drollin Lock, maxing out on Effect Veilers, and their version played Dominus Purge, which is the new trap that is basically just another copy of Ash Blossom, and they weren't playing Called By or Cross Out, which seems a bit crazy, but I guess like you can play under Maxi fairly well, especially if you have like a million billion hand traps, but I'm not willing to do that. Plus, I think these are still good. If we're gonna get rid of the Bystials, I want to have some graveyard removal, so that's how our deck is different. We're not playing the Dominus, instead we're playing 2 Called By and a Cross Out. We're also changing up the extra deck a bit. I realized that we never got in a position where we summoned 2 of these in one turn so we could go into the Crimson Dragon and then into Cipher. As neat as that is, it feels almost win more with how low to the ground we're playing. So instead I've traded those out. We're playing an Azur-Eyes Silver Dragon, which is even better in the grind game. We're playing a second copy of Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon that we can hopefully make more often. And we're also playing Donner. This is essentially like SP at home. It converts any 2 monsters into a pop by tributing itself. It's better than SP in this because SP only works when you make it with an extra deck monster, and this locks you into dragons. So we're pretty much never getting into SP. But theoretically, we can use pretty much anything to make Donner. And then we've also got Relinquished Anima, just a little removal that we can do with any level 1 monster. So hopefully this will help us do what we want it to do. It's not going to stop all the floodgate decks that we've been running into. To me, this looks like the kind of deck where it's less about speed running and more about if you surrender every time you go second and just hope you win 51% of the coin tosses, this might be able to work. But I guess we'll find out. You know, I've been wrong before. Let's take it on the ladder, see how this works. Deck version 3. Hitting master and it feels so good. Well, this Imperm's gonna have to do a lot, chat. Oh, they let me go first. Hold up. Okay, so searching any of the hand traps don't work. It only searches Sage. Yeah, Sage isn't once per turn, so... Get Maiden. Activate Maiden. Search this. Get this. We're gonna do this. So that's 2 summons. Maiden will be 3 summons. Then we can do this. Spirit will be 4. Oh, we don't have Magnamut anymore. I just realized that. Imperm on that. Okay, unfortunate. I think Spheres is probably better into Tenpai specifically. Make Spheres. Then we activate the Sage. Sage, target Maiden. When Maiden is targeted, she summons a Blue Eyes out of the graveyard. Or a Tuner. So in this case, we get the Tuner because the Sage is going to summon the Blue Eyes from the deck. Or the Jet Dragon. Because both of them, either way, we make Spirit Dragon. Okay, I'm slowly learning these combos. And then we just have this for next turn, I guess. Wishes for Eyes of Blue. We'll get rid of the impermanence, and we'll add this and an Effect Veiler. So now we've got the Spirit Dragon, we've got this, we've got Pop for 2, we've got Solemn Judgment, and we've got Veiler. And Follow-Up. Granted, it's Tenpai, there is no follow-up. Unless this isn't Tenpai. Feather Duster. How about no? How about no? God says, fuck you! Now they hit me with Lightning Storm. Imperm on the Spheres. Yeah, okay, they've stopped the bounce. Forbidden Droplet. Just to get a 4,000 defense wall instead of a 3,000. Or we go for Azure. Either player can target dragon monsters with card effects, and they can't be destroyed by card effects. If they have Raigeki or something, that helps. Fuck it, let's try it. Oh wait, they're just gonna negate it. Yeah, I should have just summoned out the 4,000. 2 cards left. I don't think anything I have is a secret. I think they know I have Veiler and the Destruction in my hand. No starters?
3 hours later.
This is the most this Tenpai player has had to think. They're struggling out there. Oh, hello. Genroku? Oh, yeah, I fucked up. I have 2 pops though, right? No, I just have 1. Fuck. Yeah, I should have popped it. Okay, so Seals gets negated, but its Tribute effect activates. Yeah, and it can summon the other Blue Eyes. So now I can pop 2. And Maiden comes back too. Because we are friends. And if they run over either of these, we get Jet Dragon out. If we live, we win. And it's looking like we're living. Sangan Kaiman, alright. Yeah, I think we do this now. And we might as well True Light. Get another Blue Eyes on. Also, that's another Chain Link 4 for the thing. Transcendent. That doesn't negate stuff that's already activated though, right? So we show both of the Blue Eyes. Then we pop both of these. They haven't attacked 3 times. Also, Jet Dragon says hello. Ah! Fuck, they have summoned 3 times. No! fuck, I lose! Wait, no! It can't activate during the battle phase, cause Sangan Kaiman is here! They don't blow everything up! It activates! Go to battle phase. Go ahead, put this on. Tyrant Dragon time. Send this. Oh, we don't want to go 3 times if it battled. Yeah, okay, we're not getting stuff back, but it's fine. They've got 1 card and we've got Solemn Judgment. Wait, it's gone now. Reset Solemn Judgment. You getting judged hardcore, buddy. Come at me, bro. With Kaiba's dragons on the field and solemn judgments, I literally have the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah! I say thee nay! Get out of here! You have been judged! You have been judged! Old man says no! They're just impressed. They're like, yeah, that's fine. Kill me. End me. Alright, battle phase. Let's go ahead. Just battle. Just go in. Oh, wait. Wait, we have to do it. We get a chance. Finally. Attack with this for 34. Blue Eyes White Dragon. White Lightning attack. Finally. Take that, fiend. Alright, maybe this version of the deck is alright. It certainly works against Tenpai, I tell you what. That was a little silly. More than a little silly.
Can't these people see this is only a card game? What are you looking at?
And here we are, dawn of stream number 3. We have entered the 2nd week of Blue Eyes, and Primite is still not here. We're still playing with the old Blue Eyes, and I think I said I was going to play a lot over the weekend, and I ended up not playing a lot over the weekend. And it's not because this deck is bad. I actually really like Blue Eyes, which is something I never thought I'd say. I've never been nostalgic about the anime. Frankly, when I was a kid, I thought the Yugioh anime was very stupid. So believe me, when I say I like Blue Eyes, it has nothing to do with Kaiba or the dragons looking cool, and everything to do with the playstyle. The new way that it works, this kind of low to the ground, mid-range deck, all about resource management and like getting all the traps and everything. It's really fun. Especially because it's one of the few decks, at least in the current format, that isn't just like a big pile of a bunch of other engines. You're just playing the Blue Eyes cards and some hand traps and relying on Blue Eyes to get things done. So it's really fun, but every time I loaded into the Master Duel ladder, I'd play like 1 duel and then just be like, I can't take this format. This format sucks. It's so, I hate pile formats. I like it when decks do a specific thing and they're predictable. I don't like when I load in and they start playing an engine and I can't make an informed decision about whether or not I need to stop that engine because I don't know how many other engines they're playing. Any deck could be any other deck. Seeing Fiendsmith means absolutely nothing, because it could be Melodious Fiendsmith for all I know. So we haven't gotten very far, and I'm not sure we're going to get very far today. I'm going to try my best to get up into Master, but our deck hasn't changed, and it's not going to change until next time. The next session, we should have the Primite cards. They've officially announced them, and that should hopefully boost this up a whole nother level. That being said, they've also announced the new Memento cards, the new Shark cards, the new Centur-Ion cards, so it looks like a lot of stuff in the meta is getting a big boost, and it'll be curious to see if any of those can topple the Blue Eyes, or if they'll have some kind of dragon supremacy. So that's what we're looking at. I have moved myself off, let's just bring that back. That's what we're looking at, that's what the future holds. For now, we're just grinding our best with what we've got. Oh, and Critter's not feeling too good. He had a little cold. We had to wrap him up in a blanket. So if you have any well wishes for Critter, leave them down in the comments. Thank you, Critter. You're very nice. Hopefully he'll be better by the time the episode actually comes out or everything. But, you know, Right now, we're keeping him good. He's still Critter with Eyes of Blue. Alright, we're going first. It's a brand new day. Let's try this first to bait out an Ash Blossom. Gotta bring a bucket and a mop for this duel, chat. Okay, we're gonna try this and hope they don't have Ash. Normal summon. We just get Valor here, because putting this face up does nothing, because we have no more cards to... Yeah, give them another draw, yeah, to get like 2 disruptions, potentially 3. There we go. This may not seem like much, and it's definitely not the end board we want, especially going into 7 cards, but we'll see. I'm gonna wait for them to commit first. Purrely Resi map, is it the mirror? It's the dang old mirror! Unfortunately, they did not read Purrely Resi map. Now they cannot activate Maiden for the rest of the turn, unless they normal summon a Maiden first. Well, there they go. They've normal summoned a Maiden. You can activate her from the field, or you could do that. Okay, I think I want to max C here before they can go into the dragon. Activate Wishes. What you discarding? Neo Kaiser. Okay. This duel brought to you by the letter C. Getting Roar and Sage. Okay, they're going for the Roar. We do this now. They can chain and get a thing, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. And they're not going to. 1 Blue Eyes. Ah, but you see, this actually destroys 3 cards. No, I won't be negating that. Alright. Anyway, activate my True Light. Let's get this. Yeah, we just keep this for now. And that's game, right? Maybe a Bystial stops this. Attack for 25. Ah, they have their own Majesty. Yeah, we can negate our own fella in the grave. Yep. They chose poorly. Negate. Yeah, we'll go ahead. 25. Unfortunately, the summon's in defense, so we just pass here. Or not pass, we activate Maiden of White, and we get back the True Light, and then we activate the True Light. I think we just want another level 9, because I don't want to discard either of these. Instead, we'll just get this back. Get this back, and we'll just make the second Spirit Dragon. And we'll set a card. And then as soon as their turn starts, I think we just pop this off. We just go ahead and make the negate now, because we've already got the graveyard, and the chances that we'll need to use both, very low. Okay, Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Turn that into the Spirit. They get to send 1 card from their deck to the graveyard. I think to play around triple tack, we activate the Imperm first. And we want to negate this, so now they don't get the Mausoleum, and they can't tribute to get a Blue Eyes out. And they don't play Jet Dragon, which was my big worry. That can be the decider in these mirrors sometimes. Fusion? Yeah, we'll negate that. I don't want you making Tyrant Dragon. Then you could get your trap back. Battle phase. Don't tell me you got Evenly. No, Evenly, alright. We win the carefully calculated mirror. Alright, so we just had a duel against a very interesting opponent. The duel itself, not all that exciting, didn't even get included in the full episode. But what was interesting is we were looking at their deck afterwards, and we realized they had a Destroy Phoenix Enforcer in their extra deck that they could not summon. And so me and chat were trying to think about why they would possibly have that in there, and we came to the conclusion that it's bait for Kashtira Unicorn. That if you put a really strong extra deck card in your extra deck, your opponent will see it when they're looking through and be like, oh, I don't want them to summon that, get rid of it, and then you can keep all the monsters that you actually want to keep. So we're gonna try this. This is deck version 4.1, and all we've changed is I've removed the second copy of Spirit with Eyes of Blue, because I've only ever summoned 1 of it. Usually you have 2 basically as a backup, But instead of that, I'm putting a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. We cannot summon this. There is no way for us to do so. But if a unicorn ever drags this out, then it will all have been worth it, because it'll save us from losing like a Spirit Dragon or an Ultimate Spirit Dragon or like the Heretic Seals or something. So deck 4.1, going in with the 5-head. Let's see if this helps us out at all. Well, this is a hand. Bonfire. Yeah, I gotta let that go. Snash. Yeah, we hit with the Effect Veiler. That stops both the effects. No Called By or Cross Out. That's good. How about no? How about no? Alright. 2 hand traps worked, and we retain the Maxi for next turn. Not a good draw. If they have an Ash for the map, we're doomed. They had an Ash for the map, chat. And a Maxi? Oh, brother. If you knew how bricked I was, you would not be discarding that here. I will not be making the same mistake. Prove to me that you have plays, and then I'll activate the Maxi. I can't believe this stupid card lets you draw 2 and recycle. Popular. I wanna be popular. Ho ho! That's how you max C. There's a starter. Diabelistar. They're going for it. I cannot banish the Ash with Druisworm. Fualos is going in for the extra 100 damage. Moon. No, it ain't Moon. Yeah, Moon. Moon of the Closed Heavens. I want them to get rid of this too, because the Druisworm doesn't do a lot. So I'm willing to let them. Well, plus I get another draw for them to get the Engraver out. Then if they like link both of these off to start the combo, we can Druisworm the Engraver, and that gets rid of everything on their field. It's not enough to win the game. They could make, yep, there they go, the Snake-Eye. Oh, buddy! Shouldn't have let me draw so much. Bye-bye! Let's find a rock. I mean a big-ass rock. Maybe something like a cinder block is better. I'll hoist it up and drop it on your face, my buddy. And just before the lights go out, you'll see my smile and you'll know you've got a friend with a rock. Who cares? I mean a big-ass rock and a dragon. I've got a quality dragon. It'll drag you to hell and make sure you never come out, ever. Boom. Well, there we go! The darkness! Okay, I am not going to pay half my life points. That's fine. Instead, I will normal summon the Ash. That makes a level 9. And guess what level 9 I got? No one's prepared for the Vermilion Dragon Mech. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Howdy, howdy. And that triggers the Druisworm. So the token goes bye-bye. Ooh, I see. Okay, that is a little worrying. They're just trying to save. Now I can't use this. Oh wait, I can. I was like, oh, they're negating that, but that don't matter. None of this matters. Mausoleum. Normal summon. Effect. Get Effect Veiler. There's 6,000. Then we get the True Light. Activate the Mausoleum. Give the Barone 800. Battle Phase. 3,000. 3,800. Come forth, Blue Eyes White Dragon! End this duel! White Lightning Attack! Ah! It's unfortunate that was only possible through Max C, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Alright, it's been a long day of hard-fought battles, but we're here. One more duel and we're ranking up, and I can feel the spirit of the Kaiba flowing through me. I indeed have money. And dragons. Hopefully that'll be enough. Alright, this hand isn't a brick. It's close. It's not great. We will have to pay half our life points. But hopefully if they... Okay, it didn't even pause for a second, so I don't think they have Ash. Next question. Do they have Maxi, Fuelos, or Imperm? Let's go with the Sage. Activate Sage. Doesn't look like it. Getting the Maiden. Let's activate the Maiden. Let's put this here. I need to learn not to put it in the center. That's what I always kind of want to do. But my instincts keep telling me don't put it behind the extra monster zone because I'm so used to like Anima and before that Akashic Magician. But like, there's nothing I know of, no extra deck card that like will destroy this. I'm just paranoid. Okay, let's do this. Let's get ourselves a Blue Eyes. We're gonna do the one that's resilient to Nibiru. So this is the 4th summon. We get the Mausoleum, and then instead of making like a link or using the Mausoleum with this, instead we just go for spheres. And then if they Nibiru here, it tributes the spheres, and we at least get like a Magnamut that gets us to a Druis. Because we can use this on this. That will trigger her. Yeah, she'll summon the Blue Eyes. That'll send the other Blue Eyes. Then we'll make Spirit Dragon. Yeah, either way, if we brought back the 1, we wouldn't have... Because we've already used her effect. Yeah. This is a little weird, but it gets us, like, one more thing. We'll bring this back. Oh, it's because I was like, why didn't I equip? It's because we don't have any way to get wishes into the grave. Yeah, this is just unfortunate. Okay. They had nothing, so they must have all gas. Let's hope they can't gas through us. Heavy Storm. Unfortunate. So there goes one bit of removal. Fortunately, I guess technically 2. We can negate that in the graveyard. It's not Tenpai, chat. It's good old Ancient Gears. Fortunately, this doesn't target. Unfortunately, if they put this here, we just can't negate Ancient Gears. Getting 4,000 at least helps. So we might as well tribute this. Get ourselves this. And we could bounce this, but they just activate it again. And they have 2 of them anyway. They normal summoned it, they could special summon. Okay. They get Dark Golem. What does Dark Golem add? I need to make sure I could do this at the Chain Resolve. I think if I bounce that back to their hand, they don't have an easy way to get it onto the field? No, they have Tanker. Wait, did they normal summon or special summon this thing? They activated it. Damn. Yeah, so I can't stop them. If I bring this back, they Tanker, they get this. Because this requires them to use one on the field. We just waiting. Can't negate that. If you're wondering why I can't negate that, just look at the Ancient Gear ladder climb. Chaos Giants. Yeah, so we just try to bounce this and hope they can't, like, make it again.
Bye-bye!
Oh, this is fucking mandatory. Shit! I guess we get this. Jet won't matter. We can't activate stuff during the battle phase. Okay, Tanker, bring back. Wyvern grab. Advance. Activate Advance. Get the Trap. Activate that. Put the Trap on. Pop. That triggers that. Bring back a monster. Fusion Summon. But they can't get the thing. They can only get this. Piercing. Oh, I only had 4,000 life points left. I was like, hold, we're still pretty good. Nope. big. Alright, so after that loss to Ancient Gears, which was at least kind of interesting, we spent the last 40 minutes playing 2 duels in a row versus Runick Stun, just sitting on Messenger Piece and Macrocosmos and Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, and dragging out the duel and making it as boring as possible. We can't do a whole lot. All of our monsters have like 0 attack, except for the ones that have a lot of attack, and with all the stuff they banished, it just wasn't working out very well. And as always, this meta has just completely drained my will to play the game. And you know what's worse is I would rather play the tier 0 stuff than play the stun decks. I really don't understand the people who seemingly want to play the game, but don't want to interact with their opponent or actually play the game. Like, if you don't like the meta, if you don't like the game, and you just want to sit on floodgates, then leave! Play a different game! That would tell Konami that they need to change things up. By playing the game and making things miserable, you're not improving it or sending the message that the game isn't fun. You're telling them that you like the game and more floodgates. It's just terrible. So, we're changing up the deck. We're adding in 2 Cosmic Cyclones. It's inconsistent. It's not good against anything that isn't Runick Stun. But if we're in a long drag-out duel, having 2 of those in there might just help. And it's not useless against a lot of the Snake-Eye decks that use stuff in the back row. We've also added in an SP. This is another card that's usually not worth it because Spirit with Eyes of Blue locks you into only dragons. So you can't, like, you know, Maiden, go into Spirit, and then they in-permit, and then you can... Well, I guess if they do in-permit, then you can SP. That's the thing we found out. That, or again, if we're in a really slow duel where they're not doing anything, being able to use this to banish a floodgate is really helpful. So this is deck 4.5. Knowing our luck, after this, we won't see another stun deck all day, but if we do, hopefully this will help us to fight against them. Go in first, hoping that it's not the worst. Doing stuff and getting cards. Go Sage, get me cards. I like Sage, get me cards. In perm, stops the cards. We still try to do this, right? Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Give me my field spell. 2 in-perms? Who would be lucky enough to get 2 in-perms, chat? Alright, well they got 4 cards, and I've got 4 things for them to deal with, so try again next turn, chat. They've got Vaalmonica sleeves. You think they're playing Vaalmonica? Oh, hey. It's Voiceless. Nibiru. I wasn't getting out of this alive. Yeah, I have to stop that. Ah! Another one. You're getting doubly negated. Alright. We survive. They've got one more hand trap. You're gonna Maxi and me in my draw phase now? Yeah, let's summon the Droll. Go Spirit. Please don't be Veiler, please don't be Veiler. Okay, yay! Activate. Send a Blue Eyes. You may be 2050, but I'm 3000! I think it's better to keep the Effect Veiler, chat. Like, I could make the Spirit, but the Spirit don't do a whole lot. I think I'd rather be able to stop low. Let's just hope I'm right about that. End phase. Sorry, I'm a gamer. Yep, this is just everything. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. We'll discard that. Oh, fuck. No, we're still fine, chat. Okay, so they ash the wishes. We activate the wishes. We equip this with ultimate. And there we go. Then we can get the rage back. We have the pop. We retain the effect Veiler. Pop 2 versus 2 cards. We did it. We at least got 1 win in today. We're still, I can't believe we're doing so poorly. I feel like I got a pretty good handle on this deck. I've been rewatching the duels that I lose. It doesn't feel like I'm playing it too terribly, but I get so many messages from people like,
Yeah, I ran into Master 1, easiest ever. It was so fast with blue eyes.
I'm like, I don't know how you're doing it.
Fire whoever designed that bottle. Kaiba Corp's products shouldn't bend that easily. Yes, understood.
Alright, you third-rate duelists, we're here at the official halfway point of the episode. 3 streams lay behind us, 3 streams lay ahead, and to quote the great Seto Kaiba, I'm done fucking around. Because not only do I have the new Kaiba drip, ooh, ah, fancy, but more importantly, they finally added some new cards to the shop. The Primite dragons are here in Onslaught of the Emperors, and in the TCG, these are the cards that changed Blue Eyes from a rogue contender to probably the 3rd or 4th best deck in the format. So if anything can propel us into Master, it's these. Now that being said, they also added a whole bunch of other stuff that's also like pretty high tiered in the TCG, namely the new Memento support, which at the time of recording just won the latest YCS. Also the new Centur-Ion stuff, there's new Shark stuff, there's Vaalmonica stuff for people who care about that. So a lot of unknowns. It's going to be a very weird format, and as if that weren't enough, Fiendsmith also got an upgrade with Necro Quip Princess. So it's going to be a whole new format, but hopefully we can take advantage of that and rush our way in before anyone has a chance. Of course, before we do that, we have to open up all these new cards, which I'm probably not going to show on the episode. People used to really like the pack openings, but also even more people skipped them, so I just stopped including them. If you do want to see them, though, it's worth reminding you that I do have a VOD archive channel. It's called Raw Hardleg. Hopefully the editor can put that up on the screen. And that's all of the streams that I do to record everything. Those get uploaded over there. So if you want to see the ladder climb in its full, unedited, 24-hour glory, check that out. Otherwise, I'm going to open some packs and we'll be back with a new deck profile. Alright, here we are, 4,000 gems and $20 later, and we have built the Blue Eyes Primite deck, version 5, which just contains 6 new cards: Ether Barrel, 3 Lordly Load, and 1 Drillbeam. And I could explain how these work. I think you'll just see it in the duel. It's not worth doing a whole other 101. It's fairly simple. The important thing is that we get recursion. This lets us summon Blue Eyes out of the deck, and this gives us another form of removal. These also act as starters for our combo, which is why they've replaced the Hiri Res map. We also had to take out the Bystials. Maybe we'll put them back in if Drolinlock and Nibiru end up not being very good, or maybe the Molt Charmies. I can't imagine a world where they're not good. We've also removed the Jet Dragon, just to get us down to 40. Maybe we'll put that back in, but should be a simple deck, should be pretty easy to follow, and should be very effective. So let's take it back onto the ladder and see what we can do. Alright, we're going first, and we got the Primite engine. We're up against Noah. My evil stepbrother, no!
Nice outfit, dork.
There he is. Let's go. Ether Barrel. When this is summoned, you can set a Primite spell trap. And then when we activate this, we can add 1 Primite card from our deck to our hand. So we get Drillbeam. If you open with this, then you get Ether Dragon, normal summon it, and then that sets the Drillbeam from the deck. Droll. I could have stopped that and I forgot. I forgot. But we can still Maiden of White. Maiden of White gets us True Light. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Ether Barrel, and we're going to put Blue Eyes in the graveyard. Then we're going to activate True Light. We're going to special summon the Blue Eyes. Hello there. And then that will trigger the Maiden. And then we're going to go ahead and make the Spirit Dragon. And then this card we searched, the Drillbeam, is a negate and banish of any card. Could be a spell trap, could be a face-up card, could be a monster. But in order to activate it, I either need to reveal a Primite or a normal monster in my hand, or control a normal monster or a level 5 or higher Primite monster, except a token. So what we can do is Lordly Load allows us to declare a normal monster and then summon that from the deck. But I can't activate any effect monsters the turn I use this. or I can't activate any effect monsters after I use this. So it has to be the last thing you do. You can't do this and get Maiden back. But by doing this now, we ensure that Drillbeam is now on, and we can use the True Light during our opponent's turn to set a card. So even though we got interrupted with Droll, we still have the Spirit Dragon, which is potentially 2 negates. We have the Drillbeam, we have the Effect Veiler, we have the Ash Blossom, we have Crossout Designator, and we can get set up for next turn. Fuck. So we use the Drillbeam, target the Feather Duster. Alright, it goes through. Goodbye. Okay, they're going for that. I think we Veiler here. Called by. Fortunately, we could do this. I'm pretty sure we have Called by in the deck. Am I not playing Called by? I guess we call Molcharmy. At least we get it out of the deck. Oopsie doodle. Yeah, we're gonna let them get it. We'll Ash on the OSS. That's not the OSS. Link Karibo. What is this again? Okay, so we don't want them to get to Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. So we'll go ahead and use our Graveyard Negate here. And then, now that we've used that, we can tag this out. And we'll get the Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So that's fine. If we get them to waste the battle phase trying to push stuff into the back row. Yeah, we'll just negate that. 4,500. Take the damage. Then they try to activate the Ash, and we Ash the Ash. Kurikara? Okay. That is bigger than my Blue Eyes. Yeah, we Ash that. They can still do full Fiendsmith combo, but that's better than Snake Eye combo. Yep. Maybe they'll try to use the Engraver not knowing they can't target Blue Eyes. That would be funny, right, chat? They're doing it! 1 monster down. We no longer have to worry about the Kurikara. Oh, they're using it on themselves. But that also stops them from doing the 1-card combo, so now if they want to do stuff, they have to give this up. End phase. We're gonna go for Wishes. Yeah, I'm just wondering why they didn't use these two to make Sequence. I guess because I could just run over the Engraver, right? But now they get my Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, which I don't like. Alright, we made it through! Just barely! And that brings us back to the even 50-50 win rate. Alright, time to put on our cool guy shades because we're ranking up. We win the coin toss for the 3rd duel in a row. That's all it takes. The power of the Kaiba drip allows us to always go first. I pay to go first and to get great hands. Thank you. You're welcome. So let's go ahead. We're starting again. Go Ether Barrel. Get me the load. We're being lordly. Activate. Let's grab ourselves a Drillbeam. Droll? No Droll. Not this time. All right. And since this is a level 4 dragon, what we can do is make the Spirit. So then we do the Mausoleum Shuffle. Target this, send the Blue Eyes. Before we do that, we need to use our 2nd normal summon on Sage. Hello there. I'm a sagely man. Get me the Maiden. We'll use the Maiden effect. Now we can use this. Let's get Blue Eyes. Maiden comes back. Huh. Alright. You can set this from your hand, special summon. Okay. They're activating Trap Trick. Gotcha. I think they lack critical information, chat. Simultaneous Equation Cannon? No, no, no. You didn't say the magic words. Drillbeam. Get that shit out of my face. I control a normal monster. Bye-bye. That's all it takes. The power of the Drillbeam carries us into Diamond 2. We don't even need to finish our combo. Our opponent will finish themselves. Kaiba and his jets. Dun, 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 boom, dun, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, this does not get us a lot, but it is a bunch of hand traps. So even if we don't necessarily get the Drillbeam, we do get stuff. Okay, we get the Drillbeam. Then we do the Blue Eyes Shuffle, or the Mausoleum Shuffle. Give me the Mausoleum. Activate. We tribute. Don't tell me. Ooh, Dominus Impulse. That's a new one. Alright, that negates any effect that will summon. They cannot activate light, earth, or wind. So no earth insect. Alright, and then we Lordly Load. So all we've got is Drillbeam and a couple of things pass. We could normal summon the Veiler and make the Synchro, but then Drillbeam wouldn't be live anymore. So we're just hoping that, like, Drillbeam, 2 effect Veilers, and a Droll will do it. Boing. 7th Tachyon. Alright. Oh, they're using that to get 7th Tachyon. Nice search card. Be a shame if you couldn't use it anymore. Ooh, it's actual sharks. Also, you cannot... Okay, so they're locked into Ixies. I think that's worth a Veiler. Just in case they are trying to go into Crooked Cook. I don't want to have to deal with that. Stealth Kraken. What if it was negated and banished? How would you survive then? End phase, alright! And now we get to see the true power of the Primite engine, which is that during the standby phase, if you have a normal monster on the field, you can add this back from the graveyard to your hand. So even if we hadn't drawn one, we get one. So we normal summon the Primite, go ahead and get another one, just to deck thin. And now we can activate the Drillbeam. But it came back. Look at all those things. And yeah, I guess we can deck thin even more. Why not? Just make sure we don't draw a third one. We're just doing this again. Spirit, Mausoleum of White. Oh, I should have put that on the other Blue Eyes. 6,000 damage. That's most of their life points. So, I think it's worth giving up the Effect Veiler to get the, whatchamacallit on board, the Spirit Dragon. Now, we're not out of this yet. Droll might have carried us really hard last time. We might as well just summon another Blue Eyes from the graveyard, right? End turn. You know what? I think it's worth it. I think to keep them off of the big jaws, because I know that activates in hand. Let's just stop the Searcher. Check it out. And there we go. It's that easy. Primite engine too strong. All right, we couldn't win all our coin tosses. We had to lose eventually. That's fine. That just gives me time to eat some delicious. I'm not sponsored, but I would like some. We have full combo, so let's just do that in the draw phase. Plays around triple tactics. Alright. I know the power of Drillbeam, so I will not allow it. They already had it. Fuck. Fuck, shit, fuck. They already had the Mausoleum of White, too. Oh, they're doing this now? Drillbeam pass? Spears pass. Yeah, and then Spears can tag and get the Blue Eyes out of the deck, and then they'll have something for Drillbeam. Do some wishes. We can make them think we don't have Maiden. Maybe we can bait out the Drillbeam. Okay, they bounce in now. So they get their Blue Eyes. So let's try this. We Roar of the Blue Eyes. We get a Blue Eyes of our own. Yeah, I know it's in defense. Wishes effect. Oh, it's one face-up card. They just learned a hard lesson. You cannot use Drillbeam on a normal monster. You have to negate its effects, and if you do banish it, and my Blue Eyes has no effects, Yugi, and because it can target any card, it's one of those unfortunate things where you activate it, and you gotta target one of your own cards. Alright, going first makes me feel alive. I go first, my opponents die. Do you think I win only if they lose? I'm letting the shuffler choose. Uh-oh. It is still a full combo, it's just weird. Yeah, let's try it. I was like, they both died to Ash, but at least I have Imperm. Alright! Okay, we go for this, and this. Normal summon Sage. Activate, give me another Effect Veiler. Go into this. Activate. They ain't activating anything, so they've got to have all gas. Oh, can't forget it. Targeting protection, just in case. Got ourselves a Spirit. So we got Spirit, we got Imperm, we got Pop a card, we got Negate everything. They're like 6 disruptions. We're fine. And then we immediately just True Light. Special summon a Blue Eyes. Sure. This doesn't play around triple tactics thrust, but we can negate it if we need to. Did anything happen in the 30 minutes I was gone? We won a lot. Let's bait out the one Veiler they know we have. I don't want you to get any more Kashtiras. And I also don't want you banishing my guys. Spirit Dragon coming in clutch. So that sends Murrely. Murrely effect. No. Negated. One Tearlament down. And then now that that chain's resolved, let's just go ahead and tag this out. Get ourselves the ultimate dragon. Okay, making a rank 4. Exoton Knight. Once per chain. At the... Yeah, I think we do this here because that keeps the Light Fiend off. And it stops the destruction. So no Light Fiend on the field. And no blow up card. Send 2 more. Or I'm sorry, 3 more. Yeah, we allow that. Add that back, okay. Getting ready for next turn. I don't think there will be a next turn. Ah! Alright, so I think we have to do this here. Otherwise they get to Barone. We reveal this, and we just pop the tuner. Back into the deck with ye. Into Engraver. They can't try to destroy the Blue Eyes, and if they try to destroy this, the thing in the graveyard negates. Oh, they're targeting themselves. Okay. I guess that does trigger. Going for the Kick Colosse. But they know we have the Effect Veiler. How many Light Fiends in the graveyard? 3. Yep, sequence. And last card Imperm. We play through everything, baby. Now, if that last card is Triple Tactics Talents, then we have a game on our hand. Oh no, they still got the Fiendsmith. Fusion. Alright, alright. Lacrima. Lacrima can't go into Beatrice anymore. Lacrima into Gauntlet Launcher. Destroy the True Light. Pilgrim Reaper. Well, howdy, Pilgrim. Mill 5. Hit Crime. They've already normal summoned. That doesn't trigger Fabled Lurie. It has to be discarded. I'm not sure what else they were hoping to hit because they've already used both of their Tearlaments. There's only 2 of them that fuse at this point. I guess they could get Fairy Tail Snow and like Link Climb up into Access Code with... No, they don't have enough cards. Maybe if they have like a... The one Sorceress or whatever. Attack Make Zeus could work. But they don't have it. And we walk with that one. Somehow. The infinite extension does not help you against the Blue Eyes. Alright, duelists. This is our second time knocking at the door to Diamond 1. Last time, bad, awful, no good hand. This time, we're going second. Will it work out for us? Will luck be in our favor? There's only one way to find out. Wakasha! Well, this Nibiru gonna have to go hard. We just gotta hope they play into Nibiru.
A few moments later.
Who knows? They get a rock, though. Fusion. Ah, going for this now. They just really want to draw 2 cards. Alright. Nibiru got us through. That's all we needed, I guess. That was easy. I would have just saved the fusion for like my turn, and then you could have popped a card I controlled that was actually doing something. Alright, we take those, I guess. Just 4 more wins to master. No, I don't want to lose a rank. No, come on! Alright, Droll and Veiler have to go hard here. You... Oh. Alright. Droll does go pretty hard here. They still get to set the Drillbeam. Yeah, I think we have to stop them from setting the Drillbeam. Yeah, I feel like I just need some spell trap removal.
Hi.
Okay. Normal summon. Activate. Yeah, I think we cross out that. Okay. Ultimate Spirit Dragon. We get Maiden. We're going to go into the Dragon Spirit. We got Spirit. Yes, we do. Blowing that up. We still get the Mausoleum. Yeah. Normal summon the Maiden in white. Activate Mausoleum of White. Target the Maiden. They have to negate. Activate Maiden effect. Set my own True Light. True Light, get the wishes. Special summon of Blue Eyes. Okay. Gotcha. That doesn't really help them at the moment. Yeah, we send off the Fulos 100 times out of 100. Sage. Sage. Hold up. We activate Roar of the Blue Eyes. I have normal summon twice already. However, okay, first we do this. Then we activate the Sage effect, targeting her. We haven't used her effect yet. Activate the effect. Summon back Sage. Send her. Get the second Blue Eyes. Go into Spirit Dragon now. It's all coming together, chat. Battle phase. We're gonna go over this. Go over this. Main phase 2. Set. End turn. This'll get destroyed. It'll try to activate to summon back the other one. We negate. Then as soon as their turn starts, during the standby phase, they'll try to get the barrel out of the graveyard. And we also negate. Special summon of Blue Eyes, that's fine. I want to wait until the chain resolves to play around Called By. Maiden comes back. Then we activate this. We get our own ultimate. Why didn't we pop the 2 back row? We're waiting for these to go. I'm trying to think if we should do it now. I kind of want them to commit something else. We're gonna see if they do another normal summon. There we go. Now we do it. Majesty. Reveal 2 Blue Eyes. And that's how you win the mirror! We do not break down! We survive! And Kaiba's heart grew 3 sizes that day. And his dick grew even bigger. Check it out, chat. I got me a $1 bill. It's partially see-through. Only one part of it's green enough. Well, this is a pretty good hand for going second. Oh, hello. Yeah, we stopped that. Do we assume this is Blue Eyes too? Secret Ether Barrel Dragon effect. They going for it. I mean, that's a pretty terrible draw. Droll. Wait, I'm stupid. Why did I do that? I just maxied. Fine, Upstart Goblin. I got too cocky. It's okay, they forgot too. Well, either that or they did the wrong button. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Send the True Light. Yeah, it's one thing we've learned is whoever gets Majesty first wins. Normal summon. Activate. Imperm. Yeah, they gotta stop us from getting the Maiden that they don't know we have yet. Okay, let's try and go for the Spirit. Got a Veiler for me? Nope. Okay. And then we can do the fun thing, chat. So we do this. That makes sure we're not locked into dragons anymore. Then we normal summon this. Activate Mausoleum of White. Target the Maiden. Maiden chain effect because she was targeted. So Maiden brings back the Sage. Another Blue Eyes gets sent. And then we can activate the Maiden from the field to get the True Light. We do this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna Spirit Dragon. I could get Roar. I don't think Roar... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Roar gets it, just gets it out of the deck. Oh, but that makes Swishes off. And it summons it in defense. Okay, I should not have roared. I should have just summoned it back. 25. Jet Dragon. They're playing Jet. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed. That actually kind of sucks. Because it means this isn't as effective. At least we could stop the Ether Barrel. Oop, I really wanted to do that before. Yeah, we gotta do it like this. Yeah, the Jet Dragon actually is kind of fucking us up a little bit. Normal summon. They're playing the Master. We do have one potential option. It doesn't deal with the Jet. Yeah. No tuner for you, please. Okay, here's how we do it, chat. We gotta let them get this search, unfortunately. Getting a Veiler. So we use Spirit Dragon. Spirit Dragon for the Black Rose Moonlight. Moonlight effect. Bounce the Jet back to hand. Then we activate the Majesty. Set a spell trap. Yeah, we have to let them do that. They get their own Majesty. We blow up this and the thing they just set. Then that triggers, blows up the field. Then Jet triggers because something was destroyed. And I can't negate that with Ultimate Spirit Dragon because it wasn't on the field. Damn. I was like, and then we negate it with the Ultimate, but no, I miscalculated. But that was why I was having so much trouble deciding before, because I was like, yeah, Jet just comes back. It doesn't deal with the Jet, it just deals with the other stuff. And we use everything to get it. Other card is Veiler, okay. I think we still got it here, though. Because we can negate this. That wouldn't even do what they wanted to do anyway. This has to go to the graveyard. So they get rid of that. Main phase 2. Okay. Sending it, bringing back the Blue Eyes. Now the Jet Dragon, I can't just like bounce it or something. Typhon? Yeah, let's do this now. Special summon this. Special summon her. Oh, it can only, yeah, even if it wants to bounce non-monsters. Yeah, that does stop us from doing what I wanted to do, which was... Wait, no, I think we got this on lock. Special summon, yeah, we're just gonna special summon the other Blue Eyes. And then, it's a good thing we did use Roar earlier, because now we can banish it from the graveyard to fuse the Tyrant Dragon. And yeah, then we can go into the Spirit. Spirit activate. Get back Blue Eyes. And Maiden will watch. We know the last card is Veiler, right? Normal summon. Effect Veiler. Make sure I don't get the trap back. Yeah. And I can't make Barone because it can't negate. But that's fine. Get these two. SP. Battle phase. With 30 seconds left. Attack over for 34. Oh, fuck. I forgot about... How did I forget about this? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I was like, oh, I'll go for the fucking Blue Eyes thing. Get out of here. Oh, you didn't get me to the White Lightning! I wanted to White Lightning. Why I could have Baroned. What I wanted to do, because I forgot about the jet, was attack over with the Tyrant Dragon, get in for 16 with the SP, and then attack directly with Blue Eyes for game, so we could add another to our White Lightning counter. And we would have been able to do that, thanks to the card in the graveyard, but our opponent surrendered before we could. But man, this is Blue Eyes mirror matches. Fun times. Why couldn't I get this hand last time? Oh yeah. Easiest in-perm of my life. Another one. Now if they have Wishes or Maiden, they can still make a pretty great board. Roar. They can Spheres pass from here. That is an FTK. Especially if they've got their own in-perms and Veilers. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Oh, Snapper-Doo. Let's try it. Normal summon. I get to eat an in-perm too? No? Okay. We loading. You gotta stop this. Yeah. That keeps me from getting the Drillbeam. Maybe I should have tried to go to battle first. Jet Dragon. I guess that gets it into rotation. How many mirror matches total tonight? At least 3. Purge. Activate. Ooh, rough called by. I do have Imperm. Okay, yeah, we do this. I think we toss our own Lordly Load. Because if this works, we can hopefully get it next time. We gotta get Roar, and we've gotta get Sage. We can activate the Roar, summon a Blue Eyes, then we can activate Wishes, get this going, Maxi. Unfortunate, but it's gotta be done. Battle phase. Oh, come on! Yeah, I need to do this. We can negate it with the ultimate in the graveyard. No, we go to battle phase. We attack over this with 300. I thought it was negated. We just let it pass. Yeah, I should have let them Veiler me. Primite, we Veiler the Primite. Spirit, fuck, they might kill us here. Fucking Jet Dragon. Oh, and they drew a Sage. Oh, you use the Maiden. Use it. Okay, they still remembered not to use Maiden. Alright. Let's play a little trick on them, chat. They would have just negated it anyway and then immediately tagged out once they used the effect. Now he just negates Maiden. It only negates stuff that activates in the graveyard. Maiden just activates in the hand. Okay, going for the big guy. Interesting. Why did they do that, chat? Did I miss something? Okay, we get Maiden back. Then we Mausoleum, activate, target Maiden, chain Maiden. We get Sage. We summon that, and then I think we got him. Let me make sure I can do this. Yeah, we want to special summon the Blue Eyes from the graveyard. So what we want to do is we want to make our special surprise tech, the Vermilion Dragon Mech. And then, so we activate this, we banish an Effect Veiler, we pop this, and then when they try to activate it, when we destroy this, we can negate it, right? Because this can negate something that activates in the graveyard. I hope. Yes. You stay in the graveyard. Then we attack for 25. And then we hold chain on. Now that that's negated, we tag out. Yeah, we can't. Let's see what they search. Whatever they search, we can potentially negate that. They're going for wishes. Go ahead. Activate wishes. Okay. They take 2,700. I can't negate that because it's in the graveyard. Yeah, I just negate that. What are you gonna do? Activate wishes? Take 1,000. End of the main phase, end phase. Set one spell trap. Give me majesty. And then we resolve this. It explodes. Triggers. Bring back the spirit. And that's how you win the mirror match! Take that, Jet Dragon! What did it? Every one of these Blue Eyes mirrors is super intense. It's like camping with Superman. Droll has to solo here. Does this bait out the Barone? No. I got a plan, chat. We add the Drillbeam. Activate Roar of the Blue Eyes. Ah, come on. I can reveal... Oh. I forgot I could reveal a normal monster in my hand. Okay, hold up. Drillbeam. Reveal this. Banish the Barone. Okay. So that's how we got the Barone out. Now we can wish for Eyes of Blue. Grab ourselves Majesty and a Sage. We normal summon the Sage. They Apo. So we activate Lordly Load. We declare Blue Eyes. We get the other Blue Eyes out of the deck. Ooh, even better. I was like, then we make a Synchro. Or we could destroy everything? Tyrant Dragon. We go to combat. Run over this. I don't have a trap in the graveyard. Run over this. Run over this. Attack for 0. For mass disrespect. Activate Maiden. Fuck you, graveyard-ass deck. I bet you would love to activate things in the graveyard, wouldn't you? Well, next turn you will find that rather difficult. Yeah! Take that, Tearlament! I've had enough of your shit.
Let's go! Grab on! Hurry!
I'm not gonna make it!
Yes, I can!
And welcome back, gamers, to the penultimate Blue Eyes stream. That means it's the second to last one. A weekend has passed since the previous stream, and I actually got a chance to play several duels during that time. You notice that my win rate is up, and we actually pushed all the way into Master 4. Things are going really well. I'm actually quite enjoying this deck. Not only is it really powerful, it plays under max C, which makes it much more satisfying than a lot of stuff. And while the meta is full of mirror matches, the mirror matches are actually pretty fun. So yeah, nothing to say about this version of the deck. still doing really well, hasn't changed since last time, and I think we're just gonna keep it rolling. Although before we do, I should probably mention this thing below me. As you may already be aware, As you may be well aware, I'm working on an audiobook. It's called The Legend of Lefty. It's pretty neat. It's like a comedy fantasy novel, and part 1 of it is already up on my channel, all 7 hours of it. And I've been slowly plugging away at part 2, writing a chapter a week, posting it on Royal Road, with the intent to record it and release part 2 sometime around September or October. And the thing about part 1 is that while it came out really well, and I'm really happy with like my performance and my writing and everything, it kind of lacked on visuals. I could really only afford to commission 1 illustration, and while that illustration is pretty neat, you know, it gets across the idea of what Lefty looks like really early on in the story, you don't get to see any of the really cool shit that happens. There's no Thulins. You don't get to see the Capitol or like the Master Dam or any of the fight sequences or anything. So I'd really like to get some more illustrations for part 2. The unfortunate part about that is that illustrations, especially professional ones, are really expensive. If I wanted to get like 5 illustrations done for the 8 or 9 hours that part 2 is going to be, it would cost me about $2,000. So I considered maybe doing like a Kickstarter or something like that, but I figured this would be a little less intrusive. For the next couple months, I'm just going to have this goal constantly going on my Twitch stream. So hopefully we can get this funded, get all 5 images, but even if we don't, like if we just reach like partway through, I'll use whatever I get to get as many images as I can get. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that's an option. If you want to help me out, reach my goal, make this project as best as it can be, consider coming down to Twitch, maybe donating a couple dollars. And if not, well, hopefully you don't mind this little distraction here. Just something that I can hopefully use to advertise my project while I keep up the dueling action. So that's enough plugging, enough advertising. Let's go ahead back on the ladder and see what Blue Eyes can do. All right, got our mausoleum again. Let's lead with the load. I'm lordly. Maxi. All right, I'm fine by that with this hand. Let's go Ether Barrel. Let's get the Drillbeam. Mausoleum of White. Second normal summon. Grab me Milady. Let's activate Milady. Put the True Light effect. Wishes effect. Discard the Fuelos. We're gonna grab the Trap, and we're gonna grab an Effect Veiler. Then we're gonna use Mausoleum of White. We're gonna target this. We're gonna send a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate the Ether Barrel effect, send the other Blue Eyes. So without summoning anything, we have ended on Pop 2, Omni Negate, Infinite Impermanence, Effect Veiler. There we go. Get owned, Maxi! Oh, wait, no! I wanted to do this in the standby. Stop! Oh, thanks the Lord. Let's do this. And let's do this. I needed to do this in the standby phase so the Drillbeam was on. Ah, Dominus Impulse. Unfortunate. Okay, so the Drillbeam's not on. Gold Sark. Blaster. Blaster gets you a Fire Dragon. Genroku. We just activate this now, right? They tribute, and then they have to resolve it. They get their 2 cards, and they get popped before they can activate their effects. Majesty. Both Fire Dragons go bye-bye. End phase. All right. Nibiru. I do not need you, Big Rock. Let's get this back. And they surrender. It's that easy. Tenpai Menace stands no chance against the Blue Eyes Menace. Alright, so we're not doing too awful, but we're not doing too great either. It seems like the meta has shifted a little bit since this weekend. We've been running into several of the new Centur-Ion decks, Yubel's made a resurgence, and both of those aren't hurt as much by Nibiru and Droll, and even to some extent the Effect Veilers. So we've dropped Nibiru down to 1, we've dropped Valor down to 2, we took the Drolls out completely, and we've replaced them with Ghost Ogres and Bystials. I think that should give us a little bit more coverage. We're still on the 2 Molcharmy, 2 Max C, so we can draw into more of these hand traps. Maybe this will work, and if we find that like Ghost Ogre overperforms, we can come back here and put that up to like 3 or something. So this is a small change, just a little bit of tech cards. I'm counting this as a 1/4 of a deck. So we're in Blue Eyes, Primite, Mark 5.25. Let's get back into it. Well, chat, at least they're honest, you know? They know why they're here, and they have no pretensions otherwise. It's simple. They need gems. Maiden effect. Get thing. Activate thing. Set this. Discard Blue Eyes. Get ashed. Oh, I don't think we get this far. They've got something they can do. I don't know what they're waiting for. You want to use Imperm on this? No. I think we get one of her, because if the rest of our plays go off without a hitch, then we can get 2 Spirit Dragons. Spirit with eyes of blue. So we activate this. We activate this. We summon the Blue Eyes. Oh wait, we're gonna end on spheres. We're gonna actually do the thing, chat, where we play around Nibiru by summoning spheres first. So you play 2 of these just for such an occasion. Then we make spheres. Then we normal summon Maiden. We activate the Mausoleum, target the Maiden. Maiden chain effect. Summon back the Blue Eyes from the graveyard. Mausoleum send the other Blue Eyes, so now we got 2 pops with Majesty. And we make the Spirit Dragon. Alright, so we've got Imperm, we've got Majesty, we've got Ghost Ogre, we've got Effect Veiler, we've got Spirit Dragon, and we've got Heretic Steels. And they did not Nibiru, so I don't know what they had. Ah. Yeah, this seems like a good thing. We just negate it and then they don't get to banish. I would prefer if you didn't. Unfortunate, but I can negate it with the Spirit Dragon. I think we'll save it. So they pop, they destroy 4, we lose one of our Bystials, and we negate our own soul. You will not get rid of True Light that easily. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. Ultimate, or alternative? Ultimate Spirit Dragon. End phase. Yeah, I should have chained the, someone's asking why I didn't chain this. I just forgot. I had so many things. Okay, so we're gonna tribute this. Yeah. Spheres will bounce back the fountain. And sure, why not? Just to make sure. I'm sorry, I know you need gems, but I have to destroy you. Wait, what did they have that they could activate on turn 1? Their whole hand was runic spells and spell traps. Weird. Either way, we get it. We beat stun by going first, just as God intended. Oh, 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 Oreo. What's in the middle? The white stuff. We're up against Marky Mark over here, dancing around in his pantaloons. Who does he think he is? We got 3 hand traps and a load. They can't stop our load. Aether Barrel. Normal summon. The heck? It looked like there was a pause in the summon window. There's no card in the hand that negates summons, is there? Let's go for Spirit. Let's get a thing. We'll go for this. We will send the Blue Eyes. Then we summon the Dinosaur. Then I think we give up the Effect Veiler to get a Spirit Dragon. I think that seems like it's worth it. And then we summon the Blue Eyes, so it's online for the Drillbeam. Alright, so we got Drillbeam, we got Ash, we got Ogre, we got Spirit. It's not the best board, but if we can survive until next turn, we'll be pretty good. You summon the Dragon. What's this? Probably Voiceless voice, right? I'm going to Ash this. Could be Dogmatica, could be Drytron. No, it's this. Yep, Voiceless. With the royal prayers, even. Yeah, that's fine. Skull Guardian needs low on the field, while you control low. Okay. I think we Drillbeam the Skull Guardian. What's this say again? Leaves the field. Yeah, this will stop the search and destroy it. Let's try it. Damn, they're just chain blocking everything. Yeah, let's try it. And we'll go ahead and tag this out too. They've used everything in their graveyard. Let's just go for the Ultimate Spirit. This is where they summon the Saphira and blow our frickin' minds. 3 more cards left. They've already normal summoned. I think we go for it. And that's everything. If you got more stuff from there, they might just have it. Yep, that's the right move here. Question is, what are the other cards in their hand? We know one is another copy of Skull Guardian. If one of them was a trap, you'd imagine they just set it instantly. I think we just Primite them to death. And then if we can get any tuner, except that one, though not until next turn. And I'm not sure if we want to use it on that. Yeah. We just play one Drillbeam. Another one. I'm in danger. Yeah, I guess we do this. I maybe could have played it better. I was really hoping I'd stop them from getting to this point. I needed to get to Maiden, or I needed to get to... I just needed a way to get to Maiden. Another one. 2 lows. They're taking so long, we might win by timeout. Hold up. Okay, question is, will they negate this? Oh, they have to, right? I think they mistakenly believe that spears targets. Well, now I get both effects. Oh, they don't care. That's fine, I still needed to get the thing out. But it came back. We go for Druis Worm here, right? Time limit win. I barely deserve to get there. But that's why you don't give up when your opponent thinks too long. It's been a long road getting from there to here. I don't know why I'm singing that song like we're about to go into Master 1. We're not even close. It's been 3 hours, and we're just now getting into to Master 3. Hopefully, we won the coin toss. Did we brick? No, not necessarily. This is not a hand you want to see, though. I think we start with the Maiden here. Activate this first. Get this. We activate this. We already have the wishes, so we just get the roar. Activate the roar. We do not ash ourselves. Get the blue eyes. I just noticed our opponent's name is Mac Nuggetsu, which is pretty neat. It makes it sound like nuggets are like some sort of ninjutsu art. Do we give up the Ghost Ogre to make a second one? Oh, I can't. Mistakes were made, chat. I don't have any more targets to search. Alright, well, yeah, I think we just pass on this. We got Spirit, we got Majesty pop 1, and we got 2 spell traps. That's not too bad. Normal summon Ash and Synchro, we don't got any level 12s. Just like we wrote it up, chat. Oh, you're discarding a card? Be a shame if someone ogred it. This duel is ogre. Uh-oh. This duel ain't ogre. What the fuck is this? This has a graveyard effect, right? Yeah, but I think it's probably best to just tag out. Yeah, let's just tag out and get our Omni Negate. Okay, they did not called by. Let's go for this one. Special summon this, then add a Millennium monster. Okay, so we can Ash this. Ash. Should have saved the Ash for that. Then they summon. Banishing their own guy. That makes things a lot easier for us. And then that baits out the last of it. Emblema, no! Get the shit out of our graveyard. They're locked into Centur-Ion. Alright, but they can still make some pretty big stuff. I think they can clear most of the field. Or they can maybe get set up for a Blazar next turn. Oh, huh. Weird. That doesn't seem like the right move. We'll go for this. You want a tribute to banish it? Yeah, that's fine by me. I'll take that trade. Another blue eyes. Banish. Give me the Tyrant Dragon. Dun 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 dun. Another one. Oh yeah. A special summon of blue eyes. Game is just over? Not necessarily. I don't have very many good level 9s left. So I think we go battle first. Go to main phase 2. We banish the Ash. Pop, pop. And I guess we set a card just to scare them. So we've got nothing. If they get another Chimera, I think we're doomed. They did not get a Chimera. And so we win. We win from here. Fuck. Never mind. We're still in this. Oh wait, no. When this is destroyed, target one of your banished tuners. Add it back to your hand. Should have got the Maiden. Okay, come on, Sage.
Hello.
No! Alright, down to the wire. Pass. Pass. Come on, Sage, I need you, buddy. No! Stop! Halt! Cease your investigations! I can make like an SP next turn. At least get something on board. Okay. All the tensity!
Hi.
No! Normal summon. Put him on a clock. Plus this is some disruption. SP pass. Kick in some ass. No, 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 no! I can't allow them to search. Fuck, now they have something bigger. Come on, Primite, where are you? Primite or Sage? Now you show up. Probably an Imperm too. Gotta try it though. Come on, Sage. Yep. At least I can get a Blue Eyes on, unless this is also another Ghost Ogre. Let's go for the Spirit. Okay, not Ghost Ogre. Alright! There we go, ladies and non-ladies. A knockdown, drag-out fight, but we made it. That was just like, both of us beat each other to a pulp. We're just both too injured to pick up our hands, just like... Ugh. But we did it. We got ourselves into Master 3. Why do we keep drawing blue eyes? Well, this Ash gonna have to do a lot. Is this like the exact same hand against the exact same deck? We're just, you know, time is a flat circle, chat. Yeah, it was Drillbeam, Maiden, Blue Eyes, Ash. What did we have? Yeah, last time we had Ether Barrel. That's the only difference. Exact same hand against nearly the same opening. That can't be it, can it? Just in time. All the one-ofs. I'll put this over here. Yeah, we gotta do this. I was like, okay, so they've got at least either Majesty or Drillbeam, but probably not both. If they had either one, they should have activated it there, unless they've got, like, Ash, too. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. Ultimate Fusion. Just making a Tyrant Dragon in my end phase. Okay. Oh, yeah. I always forget that Ultimate Fusion can pop a card. But now they don't have a Blue Eyes in their graveyard, so they don't get the Primite back. Yeah, we just have to stop that. Alright. We're maybe almost in this. We just need a monster that does something. That's like a monster that does something. Just please don't have another Ash. No! The Ash Wars! How do we both open with Ashes? Oh, I should have summoned a Blue Eyes. I completely forgot. Yeah, I'm dumb as hell. I got tilted. Alright, I won't forget this time. I should be good. I got a Maiden anyway. Blue Eyes. Bring back Maiden. Do we crash? Okay, we get this back. Let's go discard Blue Eyes. Dominus Purge. That's a new one. Okay, yeah, we just crash. I didn't know that still activated if it did that. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, we just end here. And now they finally get to Lordly Load. Or they could do that. Yeah, they might have a second Tyrant. Well, they can't use this the same... They can't fuse the same turn they did it. Spheres pass, baby! Activate. I want to activate. Yeah, we just activate this in the standby. Activate this now. It don't target. Although that's probably what you bounce. Because then I don't have access to it this turn. Yeah. It was in Perm the whole time. The third Ash! Sir, a third Ash has hit the building. But it came back! Alright! That was a toughie! What an incredibly odd game! The Battle of the Ashes! I was certain they had us there, and we messed up so bad.
You said tech has its limits. Wrong. There are no limits when you're as brilliant as Seto Kaiba.
And here we are, ladies and non-ladies. The final duel. The ultimate Blue Eyes stream. Our last chance to get into Master 1. And I was really hoping it would be a little bit easier. I actually did play several duels yesterday, hoping to rank us up. And I got knocked back down into Master 4, unfortunately. So we've got a long grind ahead of ourselves. And also I decided I needed to change up the deck. We went in and we actually used the Hyper Geometric Calculator to figure things out, and I think 50 card Blue Eyes might actually be optimal. With these specific ratios, adding in the Purrely map and a lot more Bystials, we now have a 70% chance to open with both a 1-card starter and 2 hand traps. Now, of course, with such a big deck, there's a chance we open with, like, a whole bunch of starters, which going first is fine, or we open with a whole bunch of hand traps and then draw hand traps for the next 5 turns. You know, that's a possibility we're gonna have to take, but mathematically, this should be solid. I don't think we're playing anything else new, really. We do have 2 Drillbeam now, because I find that works really well in the grind game, and opening one is usually not too bad. And we've changed up the extra deck just a little bit. We've added in Typhon, we've added in Lina. I really want to get rid of the Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, because we've never actually been in a case where we wanted to summon it. But in general, we're rarely resolving 2 Spirit Dragons, and there's really no other great targets unless I want to craft a second ultimate, and I don't think I want to. So for now, we're sticking with this. This is Mark 6. You can't see it because the name is too long, but hopefully this will help us win the long grind into Master 1. Right, critter with eyes of blue? Alright, high stakes battle to get into Master 3, and I finally win a coin toss! We have lost like 7 in a row trying to get to this point. We finally get a chance. Hopefully, the ratios of this 50 card deck will prove that they work. And it looks like they do. We got 2 starters, 2 hand traps, and we happen to get the cross out. So we're ready for just about anything. And we save this for if they have an Ash or something themselves. Alright, let's try this. We're gonna grab the Sage. And then we've got to do a very dangerous game, chat, called Normal Summon the Primite first, and hope they don't stop us from searching Mausoleum. It doesn't appear as though they have much of anything. Let's do this. Give me the Mausoleum! Ash. Okay, that's what we were saving it for. Take this! Resolve! Yeah, normally this isn't that important, but being able to get the extra normal summon means we can get to Maiden, we can do everything. And there we go! Easy as pie! We have proved that Diddy Kong cannot stand up to the Banana Master, baby! That's who they were referencing, right? Diddy Kong? I'm gonna assume. He had a backwards hat and stuff. We're up against the children of Wham, chat. What I want, I got, and I find it hard to handle. Like a flame that burns a candle. Candle feeds a flame. Yeah, unfortunately, we opened with no hand traps. If they play badly, we might have a chance. If all they have is Drillbeam and they can't do much of anything else, we might be good. What, Tail Dragon? Hold up, chat. I don't think this is Blue Eyes at all. I think we're up against pure Primite. So, I've seen a little bit of the pure Primite deck. Basically, it's just my deck, but like on crack. It's just the Blue Eyes deck, but you replace the Blue Eyes and play even more hand traps. Just Drillbeam pass, yeah. Add the Drillbeam, and then we activate Roar of the Blue Eyes so that we can activate it to negate their Drillbeam. And Blue Eyes itself can't be hit by Drillbeam because it's a normal monster. Now we can normal summon our Sage without fear. Ghost Ogre. Alright. But they use the Ghost Ogre there, which means they don't have it for the other thing. I think we just get a Veiler here. As little as that does. Activate Maiden of White. We're gonna get this. Activate the Lordly Load. Summon the other Blue Eyes. So we get this. That brings back the Maiden. Ah, Bystial. Okay. Now we Wishes. We'll get rid of the other Sage. We get the Majesty, and we get another Maiden for next turn. Now that Wish is in the graveyard, we can activate, put this on here, make ourselves a Tyrant Dragon. Time to be a little tyrannical, chat. Let's go you first. Then we use True Light to bring back the other Blue Eyes. And that way, when we attack the Druis Worm, if they choose to get rid of the other Blue Eyes, our Drillbeam is still online. Oh, they can't target Blue Eyes. I think I want to wait. I don't mind losing the Tyrant now. Main phase 2. Set a card. Let's pass on this. Roar. They can't activate that this turn. Alright. What the heck? Ah, I see. No way this guy makes the classic blunder. I think he's going for it. Send Requiem to get rid of a Blue Eyes? No, they're making Necro Quip. Okay. Make SP. They could make SP. Sequence. Fire! Now we Veiler. No fusion for you. And I think this is the time to use it, chat. Majesty. Surprise. There we go! It's all about patience, chat! You just have to wait. Yeah, from there, we pop the Lordly Load, we pop the face-down Drillbeam, they have nothing left, and then next turn we're getting everything. Maybe I could have had the Drillbeam and we just had game like 9 times out of 10, but I wanted to be safe. Oh, they're making me go first. I didn't think Tenpai made it up this high. Alright, this is a lot of stuff. We have to start with this, because it's at the start of the main phase. We do the Drillbeam first. No hand traps. Are they on old board breakers? Could also be Sky Striker. Yeah, I guess we do this. I messed that up a little bit, I think. But it's fine. Goes for spheres. Then we activate this. Grab... Oh, wait. We Maiden. Get this out of the deck. Don't forget the targeting protection. Alright. We got spheres. We got spirit. We got 2 pops. We got Drillbeam. And we got double effect Veiler. Now, if they sphere mode Lightning Storm, we may be in for a spot of bother. Upstart. Okay. Back up to 5,000. Oh. Into the Void. So it is like Striker. So they've got like everything that steals cards, most likely. Yeah, they don't have enough for that to pop a trap. They have another copy. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's stop that. That way, if they have another steal too, we've used it. Hornet drones? Sure. Discard that. Activate True Light. I can't activate a monster in response to Forbidden Droplet, but I can activate one in response to my own trap. And then I will Heretic Seals, tribute itself, and I will use the seals to put back my own ultimate so that its effect resolves. Then special summon a Blue Eyes, and that's the way you get it done, baby! Your brain has so many wrinkles. 5-head play. Silence, Tenpai. A true dragon is on the field.
Alright, gamers, for the second time tonight, we're knocking at the door to Master 2, and we cannot win a coin toss to save our life.
It's funny because I think the last duel that we showed on this episode was one where we finally won a coin toss. It feels like everything else has been lost. We did open with 2 hand traps, this is what we wanted, and a starter, but you never want to see 2 ghost ogres. And a Kashtira ogre, so this is not especially useful. I think we want to save the ogre for the birth. It's like always birth. And you know they have it. Unfortunately, they get to normal summon without doing anything. Yep, that don't start a chain. Okay, yeah. This gets rid of that. No unicorn for you, please. Ah! Wait. Hold on a second. Magnamut! Save Ghost Ogre! You can't fire me, I quit! Defense! Chomp, chomp, chomp. Of course, that triggers the Ogre, so they get to look at the top 5. But fortunately, we have an extender, so... I don't think there's anything they could ban that would, like, stop us. Hitting a Blue Eyes would suck. Maxi, Ghost Ogre, Load, Ether, Druis Worm. They want us to draw the Maxi. Drawing that on our turn don't do shit. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're still drawing everything in that order. We're just gonna have another Ghost Ogre. Shangri-Ira, this has some kind of protection, I always forget. On the field, you could detach 1 material instead, yep. Oh wait, I'm searching, so it don't matter. We just get a Blue Eyes so we have something easy to discard for wishes? Yeah, I think so. And it shuffles the deck, so we're not drawing Maxi. We're getting more wishes. All right. Preparations. They get something. Fenrir, that sucks. But what you gonna do? Let's try this. Yeah, so I think we gotta get rid of this before we can do everything else. Main phase 2. Now we can Ether Barrel and they can't banish it. Oh, Solemn Judgment, is it? I did not expect that. Not gonna lie, chat. That puts us in a bit of a tricky pickle. Yeah, I was prepared for, like, Imperm. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, there we go. I was like, what do I end on? Spheres Pass plus the useless Ghost Ogre? But apparently they were scared enough by that, and that's good enough for me. Win number 71. We're in Master 2. Just a little bit farther. All I gotta do is win 5 games, baby. 5 games, and we make Kaiba proud. Going second makes me feel dead. Balatro ass hand! 3 Imperms. Nothing beats that, chat. Imperm. Now, if they have the cross out, I'm just... Okay, good. It's fine, just Imperm the horse. Sage. I'm gonna try to drill my beam, chat. Was that a pause? Droplet. Okay. No drill beam for me. And Maxi. I have to give them at least 1 draw. If this resolves, then we get this. We get Hastings, chat. Yes! The Mausoleum! Summon the Sage! Normal. I'm normal! Give me my maiden. Now, of course, if the last card is, called by, then I might be doomed. Although I still have 2 Imperms. So what I do is I use this, and I just set Majesty. And then to make sure Majesty has some attack, we'll use this. Send a Blue Eyes. Battle phase. Sage and Spirit. Then we set. Then we set. I'm feeling pretty good about this. What could they have? It's just like Imperms and stuff, right? We could save this. Wait, why didn't my... Oh, I still have this on board. Oh, we got the wishes anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm getting this back. You can't stop me. Yeah. Now that's the kind of Memento game I like to play. Alrighty, so I'm currently about 3 hours later than normal. We almost got into Master 1, and now we've been stuck in limbo, just getting bad matchups and not having a great time. And I can't show you any of the duels because I'm locked in, and they're not very entertaining to just see me quietly try to duel my way out of a paper bag. We still haven't D-ranked though, and as is often the case with these, like, very famous decks that are probably going to get a lot of people interested, I feel like I have to go until I either rank up or rank back down. So we're in this for the long haul, and we've made just a couple changes. I have noticed that running 5 Bystials is probably too much, especially because the big boogeyman that we've been running into, that we've been having a lot of trouble with, is just fire. All sorts of fire decks. Snake Eyes, Rescue Ace, Fire Kings. We went against all 3 of them where we had Bystials in hand that were just useless, and we would rather have other hand traps. So, removing those, going down to 48. This is deck version 6.2. Let's see if we can do it. Alright. 2 Effect Veilers, and a Bystial, and a couple starters. Not bad, depending on the deck. What do you got, rascal? Yeah, I got... Either way, they get one, right? Yep, we just gotta let it... The one that searches the Nightmare Throne is a once per turn. So they'll get that one. They'll try to search Nightmare Throne. And then I'll be like, put you in the throes of madness. Regular Yubel. Yeah, they get that one. And that one does some shit. So we can be like, nope. And then they can just make a second one of these, because this card is stupid. Yama. I think we do this. Wait, no, I keep forgetting Lacrima can, like, get it back from Banished. And they can still make Wait, no, they can't. They need another Light Fiend. Rage. I might be able to beat this. We gotta start with the map. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the goddamn map. Ash, okay. And then we go to battle, right? Because otherwise they'll make SP and banish if I try to activate either of these. If you walk over to Rage, they banish and add Spirit to hand. Wait, SP takes effect monsters. Okay, but that turns off their back row. Yeah, we go for this. They would have missed the timing, I didn't realize that. Yeah, until they can get over Blue Eyes, there's no reason to use the Drillbeam. Save it for a spell trap. Anything else, SP can tag out of. If they take away the Blue Eyes, it just means I'm taking... It feels like I have less chance of being OTK'd. You've got 4 Link material, and I'm getting Blue Eyes back. What do? Oh. I forget that every deck plays this as well. Oh, but their Requiem is in the grave. I think they may have forgot about that. Oopsie doodle! Most people play 2 Engraver. Appaloosa. We just attack over the Appo, right? They do get the Yama. They get that. They get the Nightmare Paint. Okay, I was gonna say, do you not have another Nightmare Pain? Okay. What are you tagging out? The Blue Eyes? Interesting choice. Yeah, we get another Maiden. Check this out. Oh, I just fucked up, didn't I? No, I didn't. Not quite. Yeah, I did. Damn. I have the out for the Nightmare Pain, yeah. And now I can't... I was hoping to really get to something else, but I think we're fine here. Sage isn't once per turn. I know, but because I had to use this to get something out, I'm locked into not being able to activate monster effects for the rest of the turn. I think we should still be good. So we activate this. They try to SP. They can't target Blue Eyes anymore. Oh, we don't even have to use the Veiler. No, I don't think you will be targeting me today. We don't want to destroy this, right? Yeah, because then they get a Yubel. Oh wait, it'll activate in the graveyard. Yeah, 1 second. Not today, friendo. Oh, are they gonna let me do it? If the last card in hand is another fucking Spirit of Yubel. Okay, it's just Maxi. Will we get one more White Lightning for the road? I don't know if this will be our last duel. I'm gonna keep trying to go, but at least we got one good one in here. 25. 3,000. Blue Eyes White Dragon. White Lightning attack! Get him! Ah! Finally! 3. What? Yeah, I think we do this. I was like, that forces them. They either use the carrot and they lose the monster, or they get the effect negated and then they make gigantic and then they're kind of screwed. Just in time, buddy. Interesting. I didn't think I'd get this far. Alright, we've summoned Blue Eyes. Now we attack the rabbit. Rabbit can't die from battle, thank you. Okay, now I can target Lars. Can't target this with card effects, though. Continue the main phase? Yeah. Activate this. Normal summon. Activate Mausoleum. Target the Maiden. Maiden effect. People forget she has an effect like that. Special summon you. Send another Blue Eyes. Yeah, we make our good old pal Vermilion Dragon Mech. Activate this. We banish Sage. Get rid of the Azaroon. Drillbeam. That triggers the Lars. And that's every negate accounted for except the Azaroon. Well, what's the Azaroon effect? Okay, so that only stops inherent summons, right? So I can do this. I haven't used Wishes yet. So we get Wishes. We activate Wishes. That allows us to get this into the graveyard. Roar. Yeah, we have to bait out the Azaroon. Silver Eyes? That might be enough to scare them. Let's do something they're not expecting, chat. Tyrant won't work. Okay, we got that. We put up a defense. We remember that this cannot be destroyed. Avramax cannot be destroyed. It was made with SP Little Knight. We end our turn. Fucking Fiendsmith. It's okay, Chad. I think we can outgrind him. Go ahead, equip it. Equip it. Try to send the Blue Eyes. No? Sequence. Lacrima. What are they up to? Another elf. Yeah, we can't let them get to that. Okay. Not quite, buddy! Not quite, unfortunately for you! Send yourself to the graveyard. Now. They attack over that. We True Light here. We just bring it back in attack mode. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'll get her too. You're trying to attack me? I guess you want two Blue Eyes on the field. That's fine. Fuck, we can't stop that. Damn. That really does suck. They just tag out, yeah. But we do get Primite back. We normal summon the Primite. You see, I play the second Drillbeam! Yeah, we do this now. Touche, salesman. Oh, and then we Drillbeam this. And then we set the Drillbeam. And then we make Typhon. Back from whence you came, foul beast! No, I could have got the white lightning! Ah, surrender button, but not for me! 9.5 hours, almost 10. It is 4 in the morning. This is the 8th time we've been here. I am losing the coin toss. It didn't stop us last time. We may still have a chance. I just gotta believe. 3 hand traps and a starter. Hold. Fiendsmith. Okay, that's fine. What? I don't know where the things... What? I don't know where the choke points are in this. Son of a bitch. Did they normal summon this? We want a Veiler. No, we don't. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I should have Veilered, because I can Veiler on their turn, but I can't Veiler on my turn. My initial thing was I need to play around Triple Tactics Talent.
Bye, everybody!
Yep! That's... After everything! After 10 hours of playing Blue Eyes, every time this happens, I stay up late. I'm like, okay, one more final duel, and I activate a hand trap, and my opponent surrenders. At least we got one exciting duel in. We made it. We did it. It took forever. It wasn't all that satisfying, but Blue Eyes, Master 1 in 6 hours. Not 6 hours. I did 10 hours just tonight. 6 streams. God, I am tired. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night, everyone. Bring it, Joe. Bring in the outro. And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we've reached the conclusion of this episode. In the end, we were able to make it all the way to Master 1, but just barely. That last stream in particular was a real struggle. Took me 6 hours of grinding just to take that final step from Master 2 into Master 1. And a lot of the duels I lost were just down to bad luck. Losing coin tosses, losing the hand trap war on the first turn. Like, yeah, there were some misplays on my part, to be sure. But as always, the Master Duel meta is a slog, mostly because of the awful, terrible, no-good ban list. Now, that being said, I don't normally go late for this series. Usually, when I reach the end of my time, that's about it. But it's a testament to how fun the modern Blue Eyes deck is that I wanted to keep trying despite the awful meta. In many ways, this iteration of Blue Eyes is everything I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's toolboxy and control-oriented. You aren't trying to lock your opponent down with floodgates or combo off to get a million negates. You're trying to win a resource game over the course of several turns with a variety of disruptions and interactions. The basic plays you're doing are pretty simple, but there's room for nuance and skill expression, especially if you take the time to learn all the deck's intricacies. Perhaps most importantly though, Blue Eyes has an identity. It's a deck with a specific playstyle and limited tools, which means playing against it actually feels tactical. You can make informed decisions and predictions about what your opponent can do instead of just blindly trying to predict. And I can't tell you how refreshing that is after several months of yet another pile meta. Like, I much prefer a format designed around several competing game plans where you kinda know what your opponent's deck is going to do once they start playing, rather than one where there's 8 generic engines floating around, and you just have to get lucky and guess which 4 your opponent decided to jam together. So, yeah, long story short, Blue Eyes is great, a format where this is the best deck is great. Please, more of this, Konami. I would like to see more decks designed like this. And also ban Maxi. Fix your awful ban list. But anyway, now that it's both the end of the month and the end of the episode, let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for April 2024. I ended up playing 153 duels with Blue Eyes and made it to Master 1. We won 89 of those duels and lost 64, which gives this deck an overall win rate about 58%. I went through 6-ish builds this month before ending on the 48-card Primite build behind me, which contains just 2 common cards, 20 super rare cards, and 41 ultra rare cards. I spent 13,500 gems on this month's deck, which would cost about $191 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 418 awesome patrons who help support the channel. 30 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Chris, Resident RDA Enjoyer, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Chris W, ya boy Slurp, Barbarians Are Us, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Boo-Hoo Bundy, Clockswork, Davon Crushin', Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Dude Blade X, Emperor Lelouch, Girgiano XG, Guy Nathaniel the Agron Overlord, Hyambone, Inge Magnus, it's Katsu, JJ Squirtle, Koro, LK Sun, Matt, MBT Yugioh, Nathan, Sanguine Strawberry, Shumatum, Tengen Toppin Bob Ross, Viscount Billy Esquire, and Wildcard Jr. Badoo! If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. Just $1 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits like everyone I just read, and for $10, you can get a special role that allows you to vote on what decks I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we'll be heading on the highway and looking for adventure with goblin bikers. If you'd like to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/Hardleg Gaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.